handoff to Leha. Leha with some room on the left side, inside the 5-yard line, down to the 3, and pushes that pile forward into the end zone.
Looks outside here, and at the block by Plinicky and Jones.
Checks in for the Jackets. What a putback alley-oop from Green to Schultz.
Working it inside like Coach Brookshire says. But Bernie with the rebound.
Steal. And steal. Yes, it is! And the bottom.
Who's running the last leg? That could be gold. And a goal. Yeah, it's over.
In the third. Brings another one. There's another ground ball to shortstop, fielded by Herber, who fires it over to first base for out number 3.
Oh, she got a hold of that one. Maybe gone by.
That one is gone.
There you go.
Wow. What a hit. That didn't take her long.
No.
It didn't.
Galarza.
Welcome to another Billy's Live production. Find us on your favorite social sites and apps. Like, subscribe, and get notified when we go live.
It's a beautiful day for baseball in the Hill Country as the Fredericksburg Battlin' Billies get ready to host and take on the Wimberley Texans. Thank y'all for joining us here on Billies.live. I'm Reed Graff, not your usual face here today, but Blaine Hahn is with me. It's going to be a lot of fun here in the Hill Country.
Very much so. One of 3 nights of baseball. Fredericksburg taking on the Wimberley Texans tonight in District 27 4A action.
Stay tuned as we get ready for baseball action here on Billies.live.
The Inside Story has been family owned and operated since 1981. The Inside Story is your custom decorating center with in-house designers, and the owners install your flooring too, so you know satisfaction is guaranteed. They sell carpet, wood flooring, ceramic tile, luxury vinyl, area rugs, wallpaper, paint, and much more. See the Inside Story's extensive showroom, Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg, online at theinsidestorytx.com.
Local high-speed internet in Gillespie County. Use it for work, fun, and everything in between. Advanced parental controls, online protection, simple, safe, smart. Get connected at nextstream.net.
What is the FISD Education Foundation? Since our inauguration in 2018, the foundation has financially supported teachers and students from all our campuses achieve academic excellence. Our fundraising efforts help offset the adverse effects and depletion of resources brought on by state Robin Hood policies. Visit FISDkids.org to learn more. The FISD Education Foundation, partnering with our community because we're better together.
Top 5 reasons we love Gaddy's in Fredericksburg. Number 5, their student-teacher lunch discount. Number 4, their all-you-can-eat buffet. Number 3, they have a huge variety of fresh veggies at the salad bar. Number 2, Gaddy's Pasta and Pizza is always hot and ready. And best of all, they even do the dishes. Gaddy's Pizza, Highway 16 South, across from the fairgrounds.
Segner's Jewelers is a proud Battlin' Billy sponsor and big fans of our hometown team. Segner's has served generations of FISD families and friends and will be here to serve future generations. Located at 236 West Main Street, or find us on the web at segnersjewelers.com. We're with you all the way. Go Billies!
Welcome back to Battlin' Billy Baseball Field with tonight's 27 4A contest between the Wimberley Texans and the Fredericksburg Battlin' Billies. We'd like to special thanks to our title sponsor tonight. Everybody wants a happy home, but the biggest challenge is keeping the pests out. So call Hill Country Pest Control and ask how they can turn your house into a pest-free home. Hill Country Pest Control, 830-997-5080. Thanks to the Evans family for doing that. We got our district results and rankings as of last night. Everybody had a district contest last night. Bernie leads the league with their number 3 state ranking with a 9-0 record, 22-2 overall. But then there's a big log jam, Reed. We got Canyon Lake sitting there at 5-4. Davenport and Wimberley tied at 4-5. Fredericksburg 3-6. Bandera at 2-7. Big games over the next 3 weeks for the Billies.
Absolutely. Like you were saying before the broadcast, the Billies really got to win 4 out of their next 6 to guarantee a spot in that postseason. And that starts tonight against a very talented Wimberley team that's also on the brink.
Right, and everybody plays, Billy's actually really play the right 3 people to end the season. They play Wimberley this week. Next week it's Bandera, and then they end the season against Davenport. And, Pete and I were talking on the broadcast last night. I feel like a 4-2 record almost against any one of those really gets you into the playoffs. But it really starts tonight. A big win tonight. And if they could really back it up with 2 big wins against Wimberley, who still have to play Bernie. So they got a tough opponent in Bernie to end the season for them. But if we can get 2 wins and it starts tonight with putting it together.
And you got to get off the skid because the Billies come into this game having lost 3 in a row. And on the opposite side of that, the Texans come in hot, having won 3 in a row. So having been at last night's game, and the Billies were close in that game, almost beating a really good Bernie team. What did you see from them as they try to get things going again?
We played really good defense. We didn't put the bat on the ball really well, but we were in that game. It was actually 2 outs in the top of the 6th. We're up 2-0. They get a bloop, a flare, a bouncing infield single. And then all of a sudden, it's sort of like the wheels fell off there in the 7th for us. But in the 6th, if we could have made just one play, I think we go into the 7th and anything could have happened. But then it was very encouraging in the bottom of the 7th. We put together 2 or 3 really good hits, a couple doubles. We scored a couple runs, and I hope we can carry that momentum into tonight.
I want to run you through the Wimberley Texan lineup real quick as we get a look at them warming up. Again, they come in 13-10 on the year, 4-5 in district play, having won 3 in a row. Leading off is Bryson Young, wearing number 16, and playing first base. Hitting second is number 3, Cody Overall, the center fielder. Hitting third is Trent Habit. He's the DH, wearing number 15. Hitting fourth is number 2, Lane Paddock. He is your shortstop tonight. Number 7 is Zach Paddock, playing second base. Number 4, Kyler Lai hits in the 6th spot. He's the catcher tonight. Number 11, Ty Thames is your right fielder, hitting 7th. Number 6, Owen O'Neill for the Wimberley Texans, plays the hot corner at 3rd. In the pitcher tonight, number 5, Chase Carson, will be on the mound and hitting 9th. And he is going to be facing off with Drake Threadgill. Drake has pitched really well his last time out. What have you seen from Drake his past few outings?
Drake has been in a really good control. He's what I call a little bit of a wild man because, he has so much action on his ball. And he is our ace, what I feel. When he's out there, everybody feels like they're elevated, and he has had 2 really good of his last 2 outings. They've been really sharp, really precise, and that's really given us a chance.
And in this isn't major leagues by any means, but in major league, you have the guy in your rotation who they call the stopper. And his role is to stop the streaks, whether they be if you're in a win streak, you want him to keep it going. If you're in a loss streak, he's the stopper. He's got to stop that skid. Tonight, Drake Threadgill's got to play that role and get his guys going and keep the runs low to give his offense, which has shown that it's potent all year, a chance.
And you're right, and it's been really up and down our lineup. A couple games ago, it was Asher Gaiman who went 3 for 3, but then you got either it's Colton Wolf. You got almost everybody. Last night, I think it was Herber, but Durst is, led off our lineup really well. And if we can get Aiken and Word and Bowers, especially the bottom of the lineup, last night it was Seidenberger who hit the 2-run shot straight out to dead center. We just got to put it to all together. And if we sort of can, especially getting that momentum going into the playoffs, I think it'll be very big for the Billies.
And let's run you through that Billies lineup tonight. Leading off, number 5, Braden Durst, who, by the way, congrats on his commitment to McMurray University. That's big for the senior. Hitting second is number 12, Weston Herber on the mound, and hitting third, number 4, Drake Threadgill. Hitting fourth, number 1, Asher Gaiman. Number 9, Colton Wolf hits fifth, followed by number 27, Colton Aiken. So you got the double Colton action there. Hitting seventh, the catcher, number 22, J.B. Word. Hitting eighth, number 6, Sam Seidenberger. Hitting ninth as the DH tonight is number 2, Brett Bowers, and he's hitting for number 7, Reed Speed. So that's your lineup for the Billies tonight. We're getting closer and closer to first pitch. What should be a good game, Blaine.
You know, and as you look at it, you know, the pitcher for the Texans was the second-team All-District, Chase Carson. You know, as you look up and down their lineup, I think that is probably their ace too. So, you know, everybody's sort of throwing their guns tonight, and then probably piece it together on Friday. Last night, Durst, congratulations also to him signing for a college commitment to play some baseball. He threw a whale of a game through 6 2/3 or 5 2/3. I wish he could have got that one more out and got him out with a W. But it's sort of just the way it went. I really think I really hope the Billies can start off strong tonight, and really, you know, put it all together and leave it all on the field, because we really need a good game tonight out of the Billies.
Absolutely. Well, we're getting ready for the national anthem here at Badland Billy Baseball Stadium. So, Blaine, I'm having a blast being here with you. It's the first time on the mic since basketball season. So I'm excited for the next 7 innings that are to come. So we'll be right back here on Billies.Live as we get ready for first pitch here in Fredericksburg.
Hello, my name is Greg Nebgen with 4N Cattle Company. I want to talk to you a little bit about J4 Trailer and my experience. So I was looking for a new cattle trailer, stopped by, talked to Josh, customized what I wanted. I own a local business. I want to do my business local. Prices were very competitive. I looked at trailers everywhere. They were $1,000 cheaper, if not more. I was going to buy local anyway. They beat everybody in price. And then they even delivered it. J4 Trailer, that's where I got mine.
Texas Hill Country Orthopedic, the official sports medicine provider of the Badland Billies. Our board-certified and fellowship-trained doctors provide personalized and comprehensive bone and joint care for all ages. We utilize the latest technologies like platelet-rich plasma treatments, and also unique to the Hill Country, we offer anterior hip replacement. Whether you've suffered a traumatic injury to your shoulder or are just tired of dealing with arthritis pain in your knees, Texas Hill Country Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is here to help.
Strayer & Offers has been going strong since 1928. They specialize in tires and tire repair, wheel balancing, front end alignment, brake repair, tune-ups, oil changes, belts and hoses, complete auto repair. Make sure you check out the Kawasaki mules and custom-built trailers, ready to go to work for you. For quality Chevron products, Strayer & Offers, 509 South Adams Street, Fredericksburg. Call 830-997-4382. Check them out online, StrayerAndOffers.com.
At the Real Estate Advisory Team, we know the Texas Hill Country, and we know Texas Hill Country Real Estate.
With the Real Estate Advisory Team, you'll have a team of experienced local professionals who value honesty and integrity and work tirelessly to help you achieve your real estate goals.
Give us a call or stop by today. We would be honored to help turn your Texas Hill Country dream into a reality. Go Billies!
We're getting ready for first pitch here as announcements and lineups are being announced, but we want to, not the only broadcast on Billies.Live tonight, take a quick look in over at the softball field and see how the Lady Billies are doing. They are tied 1-1 right now with Wimberley. If you want to check that broadcast at any point, make sure you swing on over and check it. Looks like you got a great game going on over there.
Looks like right now we actually have runners on the second and third with one out. So maybe the Billies can put something together and bust that game wide open also.
Absolutely. So make sure to check in on that and see how the Lady Billies are going. We're getting in for the national anthem here on Billies.Live. So we will be right back here with first pitch and the rest of the action.
Hill Country Refrigeration has been providing the Texas Hill Country with quality heat and air conditioning service, installation, and repair for 47 years. They offer dependable, friendly, and professional customer service. Robert and Clara Ann Almers founded Hill Country Refrigeration in 1974, but have been enjoying Battling Billy sports for a lifetime. The Almers family are born and raised Billy fans. 4 generations, that is. Hill Country Refrigeration, where customizing comfort is their award-winning game. From one winning team to another, best of luck, Billies.
Local high-speed internet in Gillespie County. Use it for work, fun, and everything in between. Advanced parental controls, online protection, simple, safe, smart. Get connected at nextstream.net.
Please join us in keeping Fredericksburg and Gillespie County special. Be Texas friendly. Share the road. Put litter in its place. Respect private property. And protect our dark skies. Thank you for caring about our community.
This broadcast is supported by Votive Hospice, a family-owned hospice founded by Fredericksburg natives. Votive Hospice is Fredericksburg's only joint-commissioned, accredited hospice and Fredericksburg's first community-based palliative care, which means their team can help you and your loved ones prior to needing hospice at no cost to you and your family. Knop Healthcare's palliative care program was just recently awarded accreditation by the Joint Commission in 2022, and that makes them Fredericksburg's only accredited palliative care program. VotiveHospice.com. They're with you.
Welcome to Creek Street Dental, where we strive to treat our patients with compassion, kindness, and care. We utilize the latest technologies in our commitment to your family, offering cone beam technology, cosmetic dentistry, and sedation dentistry so you can sleep through your appointment. Stop by and meet our newest addition, Dr. Monica Montgomery, from the Fredericksburg High School class of 2014. Creek Street Dental on the corner of Creek Street and South Adams in Fredericksburg.
It is go time here on Billies.live as the Fredericksburg Battling Billies get ready to host the Wimberley Texans here in District 27 4A baseball action. We'll go ahead and set the lineup, the field for you for the Billies as they get ready for this first inning. In center field is Durst. Weston Herber is at shortstop. Of course, we have Drake Threadgill on the mound tonight. Asher Gaiman's playing third. Colton Wolf is in left. Colton Aiken playing first base. J.B. Word, as he's been all year, behind the plate. Sam Seidenberger in right, Brett Bowers is the DH, and Reed Spees is playing second. So that is the defense for the Billies. And as we get ready for first pitch here, what are you kind of expecting, Blaine, to be kind of the keys to what the Billies need to do to get a win here? Well,
it's been sort of been the key all year is filling up the strike zones for our pitcher, and then sort of playing good defense behind it. We sort of misplayed a ball or two early versus Bernie. I thought that was going to come back to get us last night. They're in that tight sixth inning. We had the opportunity probably to make a play if we sort of turn and run, maybe run a ball down. Now they did a good job putting the ball in play and hitting it where we weren't. I still think if we could have made one more play, maybe range over either to our left and right just a little better, we could have gotten out of that inning, and then who knows. But, just like with any high school baseball game, sort of fill up the strike zone, make people earn it, and don't give them anything free. That's going to be the key.
Especially against a talented team like Wimberley, as Bryson Young takes a first pitch ball a little bit inside there. We're number 16 playing first base for the Texans, looking to get things going.
Little update on the girls' game. As y'all did that live look-in a while ago, we had runners on second and third. Both those runners did score, so Billies are up now 3-1 in the softball game.
Threadgill throws a fastball in there. 1-1 now. Here's the pitch. Swings right through it. High fastball. Good pitch there from Threadgill. Starts off speed and then 2 straight fastballs.
Threadgill looks like he has a lot of pop on his fastball tonight. That's a good start.
There's Coach Wisdom of the Wimberley Texans. Ball gets away from Word and Threadgill there. When Drake is throwing really well, you can kind of hear it. There's a difference when he's on and when he's not. And last time out when I got to see him was against Bandera. He was on.
Yeah, he really was in that game. He was mowing them down.
Foul ball there. Count is 2-2 now.
It was a really good job by, Young, to stay on that curveball. That was one of those backdoor. As a right-handed batter, it's so hard to stay on that backdoor curveball long enough to get a piece of it.
So here is the 2-2 pitch. Another foul ball. Good battle here from Young. This is exactly what you want your leadoff hitter to do. Get in there and battle, and, even if you end up getting out, make them work.
Definitely.
Threadgill looking to record the first of many outs he's trying to get tonight.
Oh.
Let me see what the call is. The ball was definitely outside. No swing, though, so it's going to go full here.
That was it looked like maybe a changeup out of Threadgill there. Thought he got him to maybe not check up, but umpire says he did.
I don't know if he was trying to throw that as high up as he did. It almost works, though. Here's the full count pitch. Swing and a miss. That's the first K of the game for Drake Threadgill.
Really good pitch from Threadgill. He proved that he could get the fastball by him early in the count, and then really bared down on a 3-2 pitch and got it by him late.
That'll bring up the center fielder, number 3, Cody Overall, hitting second tonight. Getting a little close to the plate. JB sets up outside. Here's the pitch from Threadgill. Gets back inside for a strike. I don't think that's where he was trying to throw that pitch, but it worked out.
It worked out really well. I think that almost center cut the plate.
Yeah.
Word was so far outside.
Word was set up almost in the other batter's box. So 0-1 now. Same pitch, same spot. This time it's fouled off. 0-2.
That's a great start to this batter. Now he can do anything he wants to here.
He sure can. Come back with the heater. Throw that curve that put away Young. Ball's put in play to center, sending Durst back a little bit, but he makes it routine for out number 2. So he went with the heater. This time Overall was ready for it. Put a pretty good charge into it for an F8.
Anything hit up in the air left of center with the wind blowing in. Pete always likes to point out the wind at this stadium. Everything gets held up to left field. This is not a hitter's park to a right-handed batter typically. So that's a pretty easy play for, I think that's Durst out there to sit him down, 2 down.
Durst in center as Trent Habit takes the ball outside. You mentioned not a great park for righties. What about lefties as Habit steps in?
Lefty, the ball will get up in that wind stream and go if it's caught just right. There was back in the '94 squad, we had a couple good lefties. Old Jeremy Ottmer's out there who owns Mr. Gaddy's. He could give one a ride, and old Chris Kingery. A little shout out to some class of 94, 95 guys, and man, they could give it a ride here on some days. It was like home run derby for those guys.
Well, the wind is, from according to our flag in center field, blowing to right center. So as we hit 2-1 count here for Habit, if I'm a lefty trying to go yard, that's where I'm hitting it. Heading towards the old scoreboard out there.
Mm-hmm.
Threadgill misses wide, so now it's 3-1. Hitters count here. First one of the day. Habit hits 3 for a reason. Pretty patient. A bright green bat. That ball's low. First base runner of the game. Habit walks to bring up Lane Paddock, playing shortstop tonight. One of 2 Paddocks in this lineup. We'll get to the other one here in a second.
Sort of cool to see a kid going a little more old school, no batting gloves.
Kyle Tucker style.
Really don't see
my
that.
Astros fans.
Yeah.
Oh, that ball hits him. So 2 runners on now. After a great start, Threadgill has walked one and hit another to bring up Zach Paddock, the second baseman tonight for the Texans. Kind of going back to the Tucker, I don't know if you can really go with that reference because he tends to bounce back and forth with whatever's working for him.
That is true. And then, the odd thing about Tucker, sometimes you see weird grips on his bat.
He'll switch it up.
You don't see in many batters or in the major leagues.
That ball's popped up, looks to be on the infield. Speeds has got a play on it, and he's going to battle the sun and make the catch. So 2 runners get on, no hits. Walk and a hit by pitch, but no damage done. Threadgill strikes out 1, and we are headed to the bottom of the first inning.
My name is Rick Barangi, and I'm the owner and founder of the Long Neck Manor. I met Donnie several years ago because I was building a state-of-the-art barn for my giraffe, 10,000 square foot barn, and there's nobody in the area, not just Fredericksburg, but in the region that could understand the complexities of building such a structure. Donnie's team is amazing. When they come out here, they're very professional, they're quick, they're thorough. You get a product even better than you expected.
Fredericksburg Veterinary Center takes care of animals of all sizes, little bitty small ones and great big tall ones. They'll treat your furry friends just like it was their own. Doctors East and Eckert can do all sorts of stuff to help them, like x-rays and blood work, surgeries and sonograms. They'll even work on their teeth. And if your animal is sick or something, they'll even go to your ranch or house to help them. Give them a call or visit them online at fbgvetcenter.com.
Security State Bank and Trust. We've been building the communities we call home since 1941. That includes supporting our students, teachers, and schools. Behind each student is a community investing in what matters most. Security State Bank and Trust. Proud supporters of Battlin' Billy sports. We're rooting for your success on and off the field. We're proud to say we're small enough to know you by name and large enough to serve all your financial needs. Security State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Hill Country Propane Inc., we work hard to earn your propane business. Do you need propane delivery for your home?
We're on it.
Refilling propane cylinders for your grill?
We're on it.
Filling up your RV in our easy drive-through?
We're on it.
Savings on RV and cylinder fills?
We're on it.
For all your propane needs, choose Hill Country Propane Inc. because
we're on it.
Hill Country Propane Inc.
Go Billies!
As Fredericksburg celebrates 175 years, Arrowhead Bank is celebrating almost 100 years of serving the people of the Texas Hill Country. Our goal has been the same since we opened in Fredericksburg 20 years ago, to combine the relationship banking of yesterday with the technology of today for a better brand of banking. Arrowhead Bank is proud to support our students in all their endeavors, athletic and academic, and we're excited to celebrate their successes this year. Billy Pride, Eberalice, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 423091.
It's lefty on lefty to start the bottom of the first inning here as Braden Durst steps in to face Chase Carson, the starting pitcher tonight for the Wimberley Texans. So battle of the lefties on the mound tonight, Blaine, and you don't see that very often.
Really don't. You know, we see it more and more through the years, but last night Bernie brought in two left-handed relievers, but yeah, see all the left-handed bats and the pitching. As a little live look, you know, we saw the Billies go up 3-1. Now Billy softball is up 5-1 in the top of the fifth, in complete control down at the field.
Little pop out there from Durst to the third baseman will be the first out of the bottom of the first inning, and pretty good game going on down there. Hopefully the baseball team can replicate. So that'll bring up Weston Herber. He's playing short tonight. Weston Herber's played all over the field for the Billies, a little bit of second, a little bit of third. Now he's playing short. Very versatile young man. Chase Carson gets the first guy he faces. Facing his first righty. The ball's a little bit outside for ball one, 1-0. Carson, you know, kind of short arms it a little bit, Blaine.
He really does. He doesn't really reach back. We were talking about that during his warm-up. He sort of is very compact in his delivery. Doesn't also take a big step either. It really looks like he stays within himself. Probably real reproducible. It hasn't been all over the place, but been all around the plate so far with all of, I guess, about 6 or 7 of his pitches.
Falls behind 2-1 to Herber here. So here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss from Herber. Took a little bit off of it there to get the swing from Herber. So here is 2-2. So here is the 2-2 pitch. I know we're having to avoid the umpire there, but we'll make it work. Listen to my voice. I'll tell you what happens.
Yeah.
2-2. A little bit inside. Tries to go to the off speed. I think Herbert thinks it's – oh, it must have hit him. They're going to say it hit him. Didn't look like it from our angle, but he's on base.
Hit by pitch. Good job taking that by Herbert.
Yeah, if you're going to take a peg, it may as well be an off-speed pitch.
Yeah.
So that'll bring up Drake Threadgill. He's pitching tonight. Got a pretty good first inning. Hit a guy and walked another, but other than that was pretty good first inning. Let's see if he can do some damage at the plate. The runner on first. Ball one in the dirt. Here's an interesting dynamic and something that I remember practicing like crazy in my high school baseball time. Facing a lefty on the mound, it's so different when you're on first base.
It really is. You'll see a lot of them take a lead and then actually take a step back to first base. So it is one of those, you can't just be ultra aggressive, especially when the way some of these left-handers lift their leg. They may slide step to the plate. It's kind of hard to get a good read on some of them. So you'll sort of see a couple different kind of techniques when they're taking their lead over at first.
And it's clearly affecting Carson. 3 straight balls all outside here against Threadgill. He squares the bunt, takes a fastball. That was just let me throw something else at you and see if you can throw you off a little bit. So 3-1 now. Great count here for Drake. Runner on first, 1 out. Puts a pretty good swing into it, going away from the center fielder, but he chases it down for the second out of the inning. Pretty good swing there. I thought the backspin might chase it away from the center fielder there. That is Cody Overall, but he makes a good play on it.
But it sort of goes back to which side of him is the ball going up to. It sort of hung up in that breeze.
Yeah.
He was playing pretty shallow, actually. I thought I might have a chance of getting over his head, but that ball just sort of kept sitting up, and he was easily able to run that down and make a play.
So here is Asher Gaiman. Yeah, I mean, like that's a great point you bring up, Blank, is if he hits that in the right center gap, like kind of going towards right field, it might kind of peel away from him.
Yeah.
Little pickoff move there to try to get Herbert. 1-0 is the count on Asher Gaiman, playing third base tonight.
Those pickoff moves are easy to read from here. It's a little harder to read from over there at first base.
1-0. Popped up. Second baseman's calling it. First baseman's calling it. And it is going to be caught by the first baseman for the third out of the inning. That is Bryson Young. So after an inning of play, no score, no hits, a couple walks, both pitchers come out scoreless. We'll be back here on Billy's.Live with the second inning.
Nature and beauty along the fairways at Lady Bird have a way of slowing life down. While the front nine features significant elevation changes and the tranquility of Live Oak Creek, the back nine stuns with its panoramic vistas of the surrounding hills. As the home of the Fredericksburg Junior Golf Foundation and the Fredericksburg Middle School and High School golf teams, all of us at Lady Bird Johnson Golf Course are proud to support our community's tradition of excellence. Lady Bird Johnson Golf Course. Practice, play your way.
We love living in the country. My husband works from home, and I teach our 5 youngest children here as well. Fast, uncapped, reliable internet is critical for our family. And that's exactly what we've gotten from Bee Creek for over 10 years now. Bee Creek Communications, always on high-speed internet.
The Inside Story has been family owned and operated since 1981. The Inside Story is your custom decorating center with in-house designers, and the owners install your flooring too, so you know satisfaction is guaranteed. They sell carpet, wood flooring, ceramic tile, luxury vinyl, area rugs, wallpaper, paint, and much more. See the Inside Story's extensive showroom, Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg, online at theinsidestorytx.com.
We're headed to the top of the second here in Fredericksburg as the Wimberley Texans and the Battle Billies are still scoreless here. The battle of two left-handed pitchers, both pitching pretty well to start tonight's game. In steps the catcher for the Texans, number 4, Kyler Lai, looking to get things going here. Pretty pronounced stance from Lai. And first pitch. Foul tip over the catcher's head. That's strike 1. So far, you know, pitcher's looking pretty good.
Yeah, both pitchers. It looks like, you know, Wimberley sort of threatened there with 2 outs. But Threadgill sort of filling up the strike zone now, and I really love it when he gets ahead. It does make it really hard on the opposition to do anything against him, and then they're really at his will when he gets ahead.
I think like you said, it's at it where he's at his best. This ball's popped up, might be trouble getting between a couple. What an effort by Reed Spees, but he is not going to come up with it. What a fantastic effort, though. But that is going to fall, little Texas leaguer, and Lai is on base.
You know, and Reed really ranged well there. Ran really rough. Felt like really ran that ball down. If you look at the West End Pizza replay, he turned, really ran, actually had it, and it sort of hit in the
wrong part of the glove.
Palm part of his glove. He, in a way, overran it, and so, but he could have really made that play. Now we just need to bear down here, and maybe we can get a ground ball and turn a little double play. Haven't seen the Billies turn a double play yet this year. Had it turned quite a bit against us, but not for us.
Saw the JV turn it a couple days ago. See if we can get it up at the varsity level. So Ty Thames fouls the first ball off over and going to hit a car. He's the right fielder tonight, wearing number 11. So runner on first. You know, that could be a big difference because it's a big difference as a pitcher. You know, you get that first out regardless of how you get it, as opposed to now you got a guy you got to worry about. Now he's the catcher, so you don't know how fast he's going to be, but still, now you got to worry about him. That ball is high. That one got away from Drake a little bit. 1-1 against Thames. First hit of the night, by the way, for either team.
Wow.
A little bit dramatic for the first hit,
yeah,
too.
yeah. Not exactly a bullet. Good pitch.
Threadgill gets the call on a fantastic pitch, kind of tucked it in, low and in.
You know, he sort of changed his arm slot there, and I think he surprised everybody. Almost surprised his catcher there, too.
So here's the pitch from Threadgill, fouled off again by Thames. Still battling at 1-2.
That is the dynamic of Threadgill. Is he comes sometimes straight over the top, and then he sort of changes that arm slot, and it's real interesting. It's almost like he's a different pitcher when he does that.
So 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. Low and outside for ball 2. Brings it even at 2-2. Lai leading off over there.
So we're going to go over to the girls' game. They're up 5-1 now in the bottom of the 5th. Looks like Ava Stewie is pitching a good one. Girls just bounced off the glove, got a hit there. So now we got a runner at second with no outs to see if the Billies can add to their lead here. Big shout out to Avery Holland, who last night got her 600th strikeout.
That's a lot.
On the mound. Very impressive. Congratulations, Avery. We're very proud of you.
Got the pleasure of covering her a lot last year when I was in the newspaper, and what a fantastic talent she is. As Threadgill gets the strikeout, his second of the night. Looking good on the mound is the junior. That's the first out of the inning. But Avery comes from a fantastic family, got to know her dad real well, and just a fierce competitor. Owen O'Neill steps in. He's playing third tonight, wearing number 6 for the Texans. He's hitting 8th in the lineup. He takes a fastball right down the pipe for strike 1. That had some pop on it.
Really did. Right now, Threadgill looks really good on the mound. Let's see if we can get this guy to roll over one. How about one straight to Herber there at shortstop?
You really want that double play. I don't blame you. Swings right through a high heat. Drake said, I'll just throw him out. I'll just punch him out.
You know, that's the other alternative.
Fun.
Let's just K him, either forward or backwards. Let's get something done.
Just throw 86 past him real quick. 0-2 now. The delivery. He fights it off, but man, he turned that into a sword just to stay alive.
A little high heat there that he actually got a piece of. I don't know how he did that.
That's a panic swing. I was expecting something off-speed swing. Worked out for him. He's got another chance here, 0-2. Lai leading off first. Little bit low and outside. I think he was trying to go almost a backdoor off-speed there and work it back in. Just couldn't quite get the location that he wanted. So 1-2 now. Wind blowing out to right center. But it's a gorgeous day here in Fredericksburg. Swing and a miss. Word drops it, but it doesn't matter because the first base is occupied. That's the third strikeout of the night, and out number 2 here in the second inning for Drake.
Great job by Drake, really bearing down after the sort of bloop hit to start the inning. Now we got 2 outs, runner on first. Let's see if Drake can get out of here with no damage.
Chase Carson steps in, the pitcher tonight for the Texans. He's another lefty, 1 of 2 in this lineup. He takes a ball in for the first pitch, 1-0 now. Lai reached in the first at-bat of this inning on a little bloop single to center that Spees almost made a great catch on. But other than that, it has been strikeout, strikeout. Threadgill throws over. It's almost like I reminded him that Lai was there. And I'm just noticing Lai must have been run for. I'm going to get that name for you. Running for him is number 8, Michael Brister. I didn't catch that. So Brister is running for Lai. Lai was the catcher.
A little courtesy runner out there.
Gotta love it. Catchers appreciate it. 2-0 now. Close pitch there. Chase Carson, who's also pitching pretty well so far tonight. So 2-0. Here's the pitch. A little bit of a foul it off swing there. 2-1. I think he was trying to throw the heater in there.
It could be.
Got in on the hands.
Now we're going to do a quick word from FBG Live.
Live video production in the Texas Hill Country. Subscribe today to FBG.live.
Lots of good stuff coming up here in Fredericksburg as Brister takes off, but the throw from Word is high. That is a stolen base. And he is on second. Yeah, lots of good stuff coming up on FBG.live. Man, the Finleys, they stay busy, man.
Yeah, you know, the City Council Candidate Forum is tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. You know, big deal for you know, the City Council and the school board, but the City Council there is going to get broadcast tomorrow. Love for everybody to tune in and watch that. That's something that's very important to our city and to our county. And those decisions that are made by anybody who's on the City Council, you know, has seriously impacted everything that we've had over the last couple years, and even our school, you know, and so please tune in.
So Carson with a really good battle here.
You know, we look forward for Penny McBride to host that for us, and so we would like to thank her for doing that.
So here is the full count pitch. Lai takes off from third. Word with the throw, but he gets in there. So Brister with his second stolen base. And while that happens, Carson takes the walk. So now it's runners on first and third with 2 outs. Threadgill had a chance to get out of the inning there, but a walk makes things complicated as Bryson Young comes back to the plate. He struck out his first time up. He's playing first tonight. We'll see if he can add the first run to the board or if the Billies can get out of it.
You know, this is a tough situation for the Billies here all of a sudden. You know, it was real comfortable, 2 outs, no on. And now all of a sudden the runner on first and third, you know, a base hit now just almost, I wouldn't say bust the game open, but it took a real comfortable inning to a little more stress than I think Threadgill wanted.
I love to describe baseball as a boxing match, and it's an exchange of blows, right? And who delivers the first blow? How do you respond to that? Well, Wimberley has a chance to deliver that first blow here.
Yeah. And so, you know, again, I think Threadgill just needs to fill up this strike zone because nobody's really hit the ball really well yet tonight against him. And if he can just play it the right way and just put balls in the plate, I think he'll be just fine.
Well, he misses with his first pitch, so 1-0 to Bryson Young here. Young looking to make some noise here. That ball's in. So 2-0 now. So Threadgill, who was really pumping in strikes, has kind of lost the zone here. Going to have to find a way to dial back in.
Took a little spirit walk behind the mound and pulled his hat down to his eyes. Maybe he'll get a little focus here.
Swing and a miss. There's the heater. And he seems to be able to get that fastball by hitters so far.
Right.
You know, I don't think, especially at this level, you don't see lefties throwing that hard very often. So sometimes it almost catches you off guard. And Drake gets up to those high 80s. Runner takes off, and that's going to be a stolen base there for the Texans. I'll get you the name on that young man who's running for the pitcher, Chase Carson. He gets his first steal of the night. That's Finn McNary. McNary.
I figured they would do that at some point. And so
here's 3-1, and that is another walk. So Young is on base. It is now bases loaded with 2 outs. Like you said, you got 2 outs, runner on first, and you blink, and now it's bases loaded, and you're in a lot of trouble with the 2-hole hitter, Cody Overall, coming in. Coach Flick's going to go have a word with his young pitcher here. So we're going to take a quick break with him. We'll be right back here to figure out what's going to happen here in a pivotal top of the second.
Local high-speed internet in Gillespie County. Use it for work, fun, and everything in between. Advanced parental controls, online protection, simple, safe, smart. Get connected at nextstream.net.
The FISD Education Foundation strives to inspire students, drive teacher innovation, and pilot new educational programs. By the end of the spring, the foundation will have donated over $450,000 toward academic excellence on all 5 FISD campuses. To donate, volunteer, or see for yourself how our grants are creating a lasting impact in educating our community, visit us at fisdkids.org.
We get ready for a very pivotal at-bat here. Bases loaded, 2 outs in a scoreless game here. Drake Threadgill trying to pitch himself out of a jam that he's kind of pitched himself into here. First pitch to Cody Overall. The center fielder is in there for a strike. That's a big first pitch.
That is a good focus there. You can tell. Good timeout by Coach Flick just to sort of refocus his pitcher, get him a little breather, and sort of work the count now, and that's definitely in his favor, 0-2.
Fastball was in on the hands. Overall was able to fight it off, so this could be an important pitch here. And this is a big point in the game, really is, because if you give up a bunch of runs here, you're always in trouble. That ball is out, and that is ball 1. You know, I had a conversation when I was in college with a young man who was pitching for Mississippi State when they were playing against Texas State one time, and he told me the teams that are able to limit damage are the ones that win games. And the ones that that give up the big innings are typically the teams that struggle. So you're trying to avoid the big inning here. That ball is popped up, and it's going to go foul right side. So 1-2 is the count.
You know, an old baseball coach once told me that if you can avoid crooked numbers, then you're gonna win a lot of games. You know, even if it's just straight numbers, because the only straight number is a 1. And so, I mean, if you can even just give up just 1, then you're going to be pretty good a lot of the times. But so many times you see in these games that people give up those darn cricket numbers and the 2, 3, 4s, 5s, you know, and man, it's hard to recover from that kind of stuff.
So Threadgill trying to avoid that. 1-2. He's gotten 2 foul balls here from Overall, trying to put him away. That's high. 2-2. Overall putting a good at bat here. He flew out to center his first time up in the first inning. So Texans have managed to go all the way through their lineup, and they're already at the number 2 hitter, and yet they have not scored. So here's the 2-2. Way high. There's going to be a play at the plate where it's going to try to get it, but he just can't handle it. So that's going to be a run scored there for Brister on a wild pitch.
I thought that ball bounced off the backstop pretty good. Word actually went in with his glove, maybe if he barehanded it or something like that, but he had a really good jump from third too, so which gives Wimberley their first run of the ball game and makes the count 3-2 also.
Full count, and now first base is open, and it is not open anymore. That is a walk to Overall, so that's 2 straight walks to load the bases once again, and that'll bring up the 3-hitter Trent Habit. He walked his first time up. He's the one of 2 lefties in this lineup. He walked and reached second before that inning ended. Now looking to make some noise here. Like you said, you got the 1. That's a straight number. Trying to keep it there.
Yes. Yeah, definitely got to keep it there.
Here's the pitch. Outside. Threadgill falls behind 1-0. So if you're Flick here, what do you think you told him during that break?
He's a little disconnected from the zone right now.
Just got to find it.
He does have to find it. He doesn't have a base to put anybody now. So the hard thing is, this is a good hitter too. Their number 3 hitter. So he can't just pump an easy one down the pipe, or else it's going to really hurt us. That's
3-0. So if you're in Aggie land, you're getting ball 8 chanted at you right now because Drake cannot find the strike zone. As word goes and talks to him, this really, I had thinking about it, that first at bat from Kyler Lai, that little bloop single that would have gotten out of the inning by now because they'd have 3 outs, has really come back to haunt you. It was a great effort from Speeds to kind of get there, but kind of in hindsight, you need that play.
Congratulations to the Fredericksburg girls softball team winning 11-1. They just put it away down at the ballpark below the Billy ballpark. Came through and really scored a bunch of runs there late. Ends it in 5 to win 11-1. Congratulations to the Billy softball team.
So he walks, Trent Habit does, to score the second run of the inning. Threadgill gets back in the zone, though, against Lane Paddock. Lane fouls the second pitch back, so 0-2 now. Texans have 2 runs already this inning, all on walks. They have 1 hit this inning. 1 hit, and yet they've had 7 base runners. And that is going to end the inning, so Threadgill gets his strikeout, the 4th of the night for him, but not before the Texans score 2 runs on 1 hit and too many walks, really. So Wimberley takes a 2-0 lead. Fredericksburg's going to have to find a way to respond when we come back in the bottom of the second here on Billy's.live.
Top 5 reasons we love Gaddy's in Fredericksburg. Number 5, their student-teacher lunch discount. Number 4, their all-you-can-eat buffet. Number 3, they have a huge variety of fresh veggies at the salad bar. Number 2, Gaddy's Pasta and Pizza is always hot and ready. And best of all, they even do the dishes. Gaddy's Pizza, Highway 16 South, across from the fairgrounds.
Segner's Jewelers is a proud Battle & Billy sponsor and big fans of our hometown team. Segner's has served generations of FISD families and friends and will be here to serve future generations. Located at 236 West Main Street, or find us on the web at segnersjewelers.com. We're with you all the way. Go Billies!
Well, howdy, friends. This is Paige Finley from FBG and Billy's.live. I want to tell you about some new friends I met at J4 Trailer, a family-owned Texas trailer dealer out 290 just east of Fredericksburg. They carry utility trailers, livestock trailers, cargo trailers, and if you're looking for all the bells and whistles, they can custom build just about anything. Food trucks, car haulers, trash, or landscape trailers, whatever you need. Give them a call today, 830-997-9969, J4 Trailers. That's where I got mine.
Wolf, Aiken, and Word do up for the Billies as they try to respond to a 2-run top of the second inning from the Wimberley Texans. Colton Wolf steps in, the sophomore, playing left field tonight. His first at bat of the night. A very slow off-speed pitch there. That was interesting. Wolf takes it for strike 1. So here is the 0-1 pitch. Wolf puts it in play, rolling towards third baseman. He's got a play on it and puts Wolf out for the first out of the inning. Good job there from the third baseman, number 6, Lane Paddock, to come up and attack that one. I'm sorry, Owen O'Neill making that play. So that'll bring up Colton Aiken, the first baseman, wearing number 27, his first at bat of the night.
Really good play by the third baseman there. Ball was actually headed sort of more toward the shortstop, but he came and sort of cut that ball off, knew he had to make a quick play. Wolf's got some wheels going down to first. Threw him out pretty easily, actually.
So 1-0. I think you were able to get that momentum going forward. You get that throw behind it. Makes Wolf look slow, even though he really isn't. So 1-0 count here to Colton Aiken, the big first baseman. As he takes ball 2. 2-0 now. It's what you want to see. Get ahead in the count. Big kid like Aiken. Just got to get the barrel to it. Let everything else do its job. So that's a little bit outside there from Carson. So 3-0 now.
You know, when you're down 2-0, you just really need base runners to start off an inning.
Need base runners.
Need base runners. Need station to station baseball and see what we can do.
Wimberley scored 2 runs thanks to 4 walks in that last inning as Carson gets in the zone there. 3-1 now. But Threadgill has already got 4 strikeouts tonight. 4 strikeouts, 4 walks. That pitch is going to be inside against Aiken, so he has the walk. It's the second base runner of the night for the Billies. That'll bring up the catcher, J.B. Word. J.B. Word, of course, is one of the better power bats in this lineup. Looking to display some power here. A senior, 2-year starter. Started all year last year on the varsity. And he takes ball 1. So good eye there from Word. You get that many reps at the varsity level, you start to see the ball.
Yeah, you really do. And he's a pretty good pull hitter here. I'd love to see him pull and yank one down that line there. Give Aiken a chance to come around a little bit.
That ball misses inside, so now Carson's struggling to find the strike zone a little bit as he falls behind 2-0 to the second batter in a row. Here is the pitch. 2-0. Fouled off there by Word. Good approach, though. Ball is pitched outside. Try to take it to right field. Just got a little under it. So 2-1 now.
It's a good swing on it.
Really was.
Seemed like he was on that pitch pretty good, especially when a ball comes straight back like that.
Aiken gets his lead off first. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch, high and outside for ball 3. So 3-1. Great opportunity here for J.B. Word. Look for your pitch and drive it. Really seeing Carson well here. Here's the 3-1, and that's in, and that's the second walk in a row. So Word will take his spot on first base to bring up Sam Seidenberger, the right fielder. If you were tuned in last night, Gary Seidenberger homered in his first at bat. Can his cousin follow suit? No pressure, Sam.
No pressure at all.
Charlie Johnson's going to come and run for Word, the catcher. Get his first look at the senior. Had a fantastic football season, did Charlie Johnson. So here's Sam Seidenberger getting his first at bat tonight. He's hitting, where's number 6, hitting from the right side. He's playing right field tonight. 1 out, runners on first and second. That's Aiken and Johnson. Aiken walked and then Word walked, and Johnson's running for Word. So chance here for Seidenberger to make some noise. First pitch is outside. That's 1-0.
You know, it's good that the Billies are sort of staying patient. We got to make him come to us now because we have the advantage with runners on and everything. So let's see what we can do here.
Make him come to you. That ball misses. 2-0 now. So Seidenberger, sure he's looking for something he can drive. Here comes Coach Wisdom to talk to Coach Carson and kind of get him figured out and see what he can figure out. What's something's bothering him. What do you think's going on here? Second inning, both pitchers kind of struggling to find the zone.
You know, you never know, but you know they all had games last night too. So, you know, there could be a lot of just off-cycle type of situations, and the fact that we hadn't seen any of that, you know, sort of out of Threadgill all year. You know, they probably haven't seen that out of him either. So it's just sort of, hey, refocus, bear down, Sometimes it just is a little bit more concentration. It takes a little bit more. And some of these hard district contests against, all these rival schools, sometimes pressure gets to you a little bit too. So it was a good timeout, though, because he pumped in now 2 fastballs and now evened up the count.
Like as you said, he came right in. Whatever he said worked because Carson's back in the zone here. Now Seidenberger might have chased that last one. So here's the 2-2 pitch. Seidenberger drives it left field, but it's looking like it's going to go foul. Pretty good looking swing from the senior. Couldn't keep it straight. Got that high fastball. Put a good charge into it. Hope he didn't hit my car. That's about where I was parked. So 2-2 is the count here. 1 out, runners on first and second. Seidenberger at the plate. Chase Carson has walked 2 in a row. Now Seidenberger's making him work here. Here is the pitch. That is called a strike for, I believe that is
strike 3.
Strike 3. Now, a little bit of confusion there from Seidenberger. I was pretty sure there was strike 3. So that is 2 outs now. Seidenberger strikes out looking, and that'll bring up Brett Bowers, the DH tonight, hitting for Reed Spees.
I was a little confused. The umpire didn't exactly ring him up either. He just called a strike.
Yeah.
Usually they punch him out, and then he looked at his hand and he realized it was strike 3. He punched him out, but
had to add some emphasis to it.
Yeah,
that's why you do that.
Sam didn't realize it either.
So here's Bowers. He hits the ball, kind of heading towards first base. First baseman Johnson's going to call it, and that is the inning. So the Billies get 2 runners on back-to-back walks, but can't get anything with it. We head to the top of the third. Wimberley leading 2-0. Here's the pop-up there. First baseman Johnson making the play. Again, 2-0. Here is our score as we head into a break. When we come back, we'll have the top of the third here in Fredericksburg.
Texas Hill Country Orthopedic, the official sports medicine provider of the Batland Billies. Our board-certified and fellowship-trained doctors provide personalized and comprehensive bone and joint care for all ages. We utilize the latest technologies like platelet-rich plasma treatments, and also unique to the Hill Country, we offer anterior hip replacement. Whether you've suffered a traumatic injury to your shoulder or are just tired of dealing with arthritis pain in your knees, Texas Hill Country Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is here to help.
Strayer & Offers has been going strong since 1928. They specialize in tires and tire repair, wheel balancing, front-end alignment, brake repair, tune-ups, oil changes, belts and hoses, complete auto repair. Make sure you check out the Kawasaki mules and custom-built trailers, ready to go to work for you. For quality Chevron products, Strayer & Offers, 509 South Adams Street, Fredericksburg. Call 830-997-4382. Check them out online, StrayerOffers.com.
We're to the top of the third here in Fredericksburg as the Fredericksburg Battle Billies trail the Wimberley Texans 2-0. Drake Threadgill on the mound. He's got 4 strikeouts tonight, but some walks got him into trouble there in the second inning. He'll have to face Zach Paddock, the second baseman, to start the third. Paddock flew out his first time up. Little pop-up to Spees there at second base. We'll see what he can do here in the third inning.
See if Threadgill can get back on track. He's a little wild. He's got a high pitch count all of a sudden just because of that last inning alone. Let's see if he can start pumping in more strikes like he did sort of the first inning and really the early part of the second. He just sort of got a little messy there once he had some runners on and gave up 2 runs on really nothing. They really, again, we talked about that in pregame. Got to make him earn it. We really didn't make him earn that.
No, we did not. So Paddock fouls behind 0-2. He hit probably the best contact of the night, just foul on the first pitch, and then takes a strike for the second. So he falls behind 0-2 to Threadgill. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch is close. Doesn't get the call, though. Good pitch there from Threadgill, 1-2.
Probably a little outside. Man, as a pitcher, I would want that. As a catcher, I'd want that.
Pitch. That was a good pitch.
As a hitter, I'd go, oh, don't call that. But
it was a breaking ball that kind of broke in. It looked out, and then it worked. It was a really good pitch. So 2-2 now. That fastball gets away from Threadgill. You know, when he misses, that's kind of where he misses. Low and in on that fastball. Here's 2-2. A little bit high. Full count. So you get ahead 0-2, and then you fall behind. That's just some of those things that as a younger pitcher you got to work on. It's just still learning, how to attack those counts. So 3-2 now. Ball is fouled down the first base line. Gaiman with the play. Got him.
Good
play
job
there
by Gaiman.
Good play there from Gaiman. Across the body to make the throw.
It's nice that Gaiman has a really good arm. As he, on the West End Pizza replay, you can see Gaiman coming and sort of, that's a play that I think all high school players work on. It's sort of that off-balance scissor kick.
Yeah.
As you're coming forward, the third baseman from Wimberley made that play earlier tonight, and you almost have to have that in your repertoire.
Especially at the hot corner.
Yeah, or even at shortstop here lately is what we watch really to make that play.
So the catcher, Kyler Lai, is up. He walked, and then his courtesy runner, Brister, ended up scoring the first run of the night. So he is facing a 1-1 count here against the Red Gill. Fastball's a little bit low, 2-1. So Kyler Lai, bigger guy, one of the more pronounced stances in this lineup for the Texans. Chases a fastball outside. That'll bring the count even at 2-2.
Really good pitch on that outer half. And Thread here is really going to work, working fast here.
Would have no issue with the new pitch clock rules.
No, definitely would not.
So full count now as he throws a low ball. Lots of full counts, though. Pitch count doesn't love that. That ball is high. So Lai works his second walk of the night. He'll take that leisurely jog down to first. Brister will come run for him. And that'll bring in Ty Thames. Thames struck out his first time up in that second inning. That's Brister checking in at first base. He's, like I said, scored the first run of the night. The umpires are telling him something about that courtesy runner. I'm not sure what it is.
And he's a threat to steal.
He stole 2 bases in the
Looks
second
like a pretty
inning.
tense conversation over there.
Didn't like something over there. So one out, runner on first. Thames at the plate. He's the right fielder. 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout. First pitch. Little bit high. Ball 1. Word, he's setting up outside, and that pitch is finding its way back in. Got to think Threadgill is just missing the spot a little bit there. So here's the 1-0. Good pitch is popped up. Going to be a battle for Spees to get there. Calls him off is a interesting play there from Seidenberger. He called off Spees, then had to go to the knees to make sure he secured it, but he made the catch. To his credit.
I am sure we're going to see that on the West End Pizza replay.
We have to. We have no choice. That's an interesting play.
Seidenberger, I thought Spees was going to have to range out to get that. I'm glad Seidenberger called him off, but then Seidenberger goes to one knee, comes forward. I'm really glad he caught that.
Yeah, I am too.
I'm sure that ball got up in that air with that south breeze blowing and sort of fooled him a little bit.
That makes me think of back in the high school days when you're trying to make the diving catches, and so you're like getting real low. It almost what that looked like, because I'm going to make this into a diving catch, even though it's not. O'Neal goes at 2 high fastballs and misses both of them. He struck out his first time up. He's the third baseman tonight for Wimberley. He falls behind 0-2. Not very good-looking swings, to be honest. Threadgill's got him all mixed up. So here's the 0-2 pitch. Ball put in play, and that's going to be a single for O'Neal. Brister's going to stop at second as Durst gets the ball in. So after 2 pretty ugly swings, O'Neal fixes it and shoots a single up the middle for the second hit of the night for either team.
He really hit that ball hard. That's the best hit, the best hit ball of the night.
Absolutely. At least in play.
Shot it right back up the middle, in between second base and the pitcher there.
I think he missed the 2 high fastballs and then got one a little lower he could handle.
Ward looks a little frustrated. I don't know if they called the wrong pitch there or he wasn't happy with the pitch that was called. He sort of gestured to the dugout, gestured to the pitcher, went out and talked to Threadgill a little bit. They can get it together here, though.
Chase Carson steps in. He's the Wimberley pitcher tonight. He walked his first time up and scored a run, stole a base. Well, his courtesy runner stole a base. So that is in there for a strike, 1-1 now. First, again, Threadgill's working fast, people. That first ball didn't even have time to breathe. He's already throwing. He's already back up the mound. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. A walk and a single have gotten those runners on. That ball's low, 2-1.
Good block by Word there.
Really
could have
was.
easily gone to the back screen and advanced the runners up. We got to keep all the forces in order here to make easy plays on a ground ball.
That ball is hit up in the air, but playable for the infield. Spees will make the play. So they get a couple runners on a hit and a walk, but nothing comes across as Threadgill is able to keep it scoreless in the third. We'll be back here with the bottom of the third as the Billies try to answer the 2-0 deficit.
At the Real Estate Advisory Team, we know the Texas Hill Country, and we know Texas Hill Country Real Estate.
With the Real Estate Advisory Team, you'll have a team of experienced local professionals who value honesty and integrity and work tirelessly to help you achieve your real estate goals.
Give us a call or stop by today. We would be honored to help turn your Texas Hill Country dream into a reality. Go Billies!
Hill Country Refrigeration has been providing the Texas Hill Country with quality heat and air conditioning service, installation, and repair for 47 years. They offer dependable, friendly, and professional customer service. Robert and Clara Ann Almers founded Hill Country Refrigeration in 1974, but have been enjoying Battling Billy sports for a lifetime. The Almers family are born and raised Billy fans. 4 generations, that is. Hill Country Refrigeration, where customizing comfort is their award-winning game. From one winning team to another, best of luck, Billies.
Local high-speed internet in Gillespie County. Use it for work, fun, and everything in between. Advanced parental controls, online protection, simple, safe, smart. Get connected at nextstream.net.
Please join us in keeping Fredericksburg and Gillespie County special. Be Texas friendly. Share the road. Put litter in its place. Respect private property. And protect our dark skies. Thank you for caring about our community.
Welcome back to the Battling Billy ball field. We appreciate you joining us today on Billies.live. Be sure to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you get notified whenever we go live. It's really that simple.
So Durst is in here. He popped up his first time up. Now he falls behind 1-2 here against Chase Carson. So Billy's Not Live doing pretty well. I heard they passed a certain milestone recently.
They did. They went over 2,700 subscribers, actually.
Pretty cool.
So
thank y'all to everyone that hits that subscribe button as Durst puts this play into play to the second baseman. Made it interesting there at first, but they get the out. So first out of the inning is a 4-3 ground out for Durst. Herbert will step in. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. So Carson looking pretty good here. Normally, if this was the Billies, I wouldn't say it, but he's got a hitless streak going so far. Fastball's in there for a strike. So here's the 0-1 pitch.
Howell's Antique Shop, Battling Billy supporters and established antique dealers for over 30 years.
Shout out to Howell's Antiques. That ball is grounded to the third baseman O'Neill, and he makes the play. 6-3 ground out.
that was a heck of a play.
Really was.
If you look at the West End replay, he sort of had to take that last little step back, but then he plants. Really makes a good play. You know, when you play third base like that, sometimes you actually design that short hop throw,
yeah,
especially if you have a lot of faith in your first baseman, and it looked like he really did there, because I don't think he really planned. He did plan on throwing that to one hop his first baseman, who picked that ball really well.
Threadgill facing a 1-1 count. You're 100% right. You know, that short hop is, you know, you're taught that because it's a lot easier in a lot of ways and it's more efficient. Threadgill takes the looping curveball for ball 2. That was a floater. They just kind of took forever to get to the plate, Zach Greinke style almost. So 2-1 now against Threadgill. Goes back to the off speed. This time it's in the dirt. So 3-1 now for Threadgill. He flew out to center, put a pretty good drive into it, but it just kind of drifted right into the center fielder's hands. So trying to get a hit on the board for the Billies. They had a couple base runners, but nothing in the hit column. He's going to square on the bunt and fake it to get the walk. So he's on base for the first time tonight. He draws the walk. 5-pitch walk to bring up Asher Gaiman. He popped out to the first baseman his first time up. If you're the Billies, it just feels like you need a big hit to kind of get the bats going.
It really does. Well, now we have a courtesy runner. It's Nathan White for Threadgill at first. We got to get something put together. This is the part of the lineup we could do it. Unfortunately, we do have 2 outs. I wish we could do this with no outs for a change, but let's see if we can get a couple hits put together here.
2-out rallies are the best rallies, though. So Gaiman steps in. He's playing third tonight. Made a good play in the last top half of the inning. Takes a fastball in for strike 1. 0-1 now. Nathan White running for the pitcher. Threadgill at first, like you said. Wind still blowing out to right center, but not as strong as it was earlier. Good pickoff move there from Carson. White got stuck for a second, but he was able to get back. Good move, though.
His feet sort of looked a little stuck in the mud there, as we used to say. But then he sort of flinched and then got back.
You know, we talked earlier. There's a hit from Gaiman down the left field line. Can he get past the left fielder? It won't. So that'll be a base hit RBI, not an RBI, but a base hit single. Advances the runner to second, and there is your first hit of the night for the Billies.
And if you look at the West End Pizza replay, you see Gaiman just sort of throws his hands, lifts that ball past the third baseman, gets us our base runners. Now we have a runner on first and second. Special thanks to our title sponsor, Hill Country Pest Control, who sponsors our scoreboard. Do you have pests that require an extermination? Get yourself a good pest control company by calling Hill Country Pest Control, Fredericksburg's oldest locally owned pest control company since 1977. Hill Country Pest Control, 830-997-5080.
So here's Colton Wolf. He's playing left field tonight. He takes the first pitch for a ball. Shout out to Colton, two of my students on this team, him and sophomore Dawson Wren. It's fun to see those guys play. He fouls that pitch off, so 1-1 now. He's a sophomore, first year on varsity. I can tell you, he comes into class with a lot of excitement every day after these games. Really loves the sport.
I follow his family on Facebook too, and part of that, all that select stuff that he does, he goes all over the country to do it. It's pretty fun to watch him also on that.
This is the sport that he's passionate about, and it's a lot of fun. As a baseball guy myself, it's a lot of fun to kind of share that with him and chat with him about it. And as he faces a 2-1 count here with a chance to drive in some runs, that's a great throw from the catcher, though. Oh, he gets away from him. Gaiman was way too far off first base. Then the catcher live really had him dead to rights, but the ball just gets away from the first baseman. So what really should have been out number 3 turns out to be a advancing base running play for the Billies.
We got really lucky there.
Sure did.
Let's see if we can take advantage by Colton getting a hit.
And you know what's most ironic about that is the error goes to Lai. Fastball gets past Wolf, so 3-2 count now. You know, Lai makes the great play, sees the guy leaning off, makes the great throw, and the error goes on him, even though first baseman is kind of the one that missed the ball. That's just the cruelty of baseball. So full count now. Wolf battling here. 3-2 count with a chance to drive in the first run of the night for the Billies. Feels like you need this one a little bit.
Really does, especially with the runner in scoring position. Even if we could just get that straight number in there. A 3-2 count, the runner at first is going to be going, and that's ball 4.
That ball was close, but it's out. So Wolf is on base to bring up Colton Aiken, the first baseman.
Big opportunity for the Billies here. Bases loaded, 2
really
outs.
Is.
Base hit will probably score you 2 with 2 outs.
Aiken walked his first time up. One of the few base runners the Billies have had. So bases loaded. White, Gaiman, and Wolf on base. That first ball is in the dirt, 1-0.
Good eye by Aiken. You know, he could get overexcited here, but I like that he stayed patient and really can be real selective here.
2-0. That fastball's high. You know, you hear a lot of people say, hey, you just got to get there for the 6th, 7th inning. That's when the game really matters. But bats like this can make or break a game.
It really can.
It really can.
Especially when you're down 2-0 and just need to get back into the game.
That ball is low. So Aiken, 3-0. Now here is a proposition for you, Blaine. Do you give him the green light here? Because he's probably going to get a heater down the middle.
I would not. The way both pitchers have sort of lost the zone at times, especially with as good of a hitter as Aiken is, he can hit in any count. So I would have taken there. It's high school baseball pitching. Man, they can go on hot streaks and cold streaks equally.
Well, he gets 2 fastballs right down the middle, back to back. So all of a sudden, you go from 3-0 to 3-2. This is a big pitch.
Runners will be going on the pitch here.
3-2 pitch is there, and Aiken takes 3 straight heaters to end the inning. So the Billies load the bases on a hit and 2 walks, but cannot get anything across. And we remain 2-0 Wimberley as we head in to the top half of the 4th inning. Stay tuned.
This broadcast is supported by Votive Hospice, a family-owned hospice founded by Fredericksburg natives. Votive Hospice is Fredericksburg's only joint-commissioned, accredited hospice and Fredericksburg's first community-based palliative care, which means their team can help you and your loved ones prior to needing hospice at no cost to you and your family. Knop Healthcare's palliative care program was just recently awarded accreditation by the Joint Commission in 2022, and that makes them Fredericksburg's only accredited palliative care program. VotiveHospice.com. They're with you.
Welcome to Creek Street Dental, where we strive to treat our patients with compassion, kindness, and care. We utilize the latest technologies in our commitment to your family, offering cone beam technology, cosmetic dentistry, and sedation dentistry so you can sleep through your appointment. Stop by and meet our newest addition, Dr. Monica Montgomery, from the Fredericksburg High School class of 2014. Creek Street Dental on the corner of Creek Street and South Adams in Fredericksburg.
My name is Rick Barangi, and I'm the owner and founder of Long Neck Manor. I met Donnie several years ago because I was building a state-of-the-art barn for my giraffe, 10,000 square foot barn, and there's nobody in the area, not just Fredericksburg, but in the region that could understand the complexities of building such a structure. Donnie's team is amazing. When they come out here, they're very professional, they're quick, they're thorough. You get a product even better than you expected.
We're back to the top half of the lineup for the Wimberley Texans as Bryson Young steps in. He's the leadoff hitter, playing first base, number 16. He's struck out and walked tonight.
Still got Threadgill on the mound for the Billies, top of the 4th. 2-0 lead for the Texans. Runs for the Texan really came all in the top of the 2nd off of 1 hit, but a bunch of walks in that inning. And so really set the table for them. Threadgill's really pitched well, and we just got to provide some offense. If you're just tuning in, we had bases loaded with 2 outs last inning, and we couldn't get anything going really with that. Couldn't get a hit when we needed it. We are applying a little bit of pressure, but man, we could do so much more. And we got to take that approach into our last 4 innings.
Sometimes it just feels like you're looking for that big hit. As Young walks on 5 pitches, his second walk of the night. That'll bring up Cody Overall, who's flew out to center in the first inning and walked in the second. So Overall will face Threadgill for the third time with Bryson Young on first. You know, both teams have left a lot on base so far. Texans have 8 runners left on so far tonight. To the Billies have 7.
This is Wimberley's third time through their lineup already, starting only in the 4th inning. So, and they've forced Threadgill to throw a bunch of pitches. He's already at, I think, about 88 pitches or so for the game. So,
it's a crucial part of the game. Can he get through this inning? 1-1 is the count here to Overall, with Young on first. There's a pickoff move. Might have got him. It's close. Umpire hasn't made a call yet, and they got him. They call him out. He took a little while to decide what he was going to call. I don't know if he just likes the dramatics or what, but they got the out.
We'll watch this on the West End Pizza replay. Really froze in a nice little 45-degree angle. Good tag by Aiken.
Got the call right.
Good job getting the call right. I wish you could have got the replay on the umpire there.
He took a this ball's bounced up the middle, but it gets through the glove of Herbert and into the outfield for a single. But I mean, man, it was a good 2 to 3 seconds before he made that call on that pickoff. That was entertaining. Here's the single here from Overall. Just kind of bounced through. Herbert had a shot at it, but I think the bounce off the plate kind of threw him off.
The second bounce really shot through instead of bouncing back up. I think Herbert thought that second bounce was going to go higher. Gives Wimberley another base runner with 1 out.
Trent Habit's in. He's the DH tonight. He's walked both times. He's got an RBI on one of those walks. Wears number 15. Bigger guy hitting from the left side of the plate. He's one of 2 lefties in this lineup. Threadgill throws over again. Can lightning strike twice? That time it doesn't. 1-0 is the count here on Habit. That was a big out, especially considering you just got a single up the middle right after it.
Right.
So that ball is in. 2-0 now. The 2-0 is the count.
Really need Threadgill to lock in right here. Oh, man, that was a huge jump. Word didn't even have time to throw down. That would have been time for a pickoff right there because he left before he even lifted his leg there. He's easily still second.
Overall really queued that up. So 2-1 now is the count here to Habit with a runner on second. That pitch is in there for a strike, so 2-2 now. That's a tough pitch, lefty on lefty. That low and in fastball for the strike, that's really hard for him to get his bat to. I'd live there. So here's the 2-2 count. That's a little bit low, kind of trying to go to that same spot. This time it's in the dirt, 3-2. Overall's on second. He singled and then stole second to get there. 1 out. Full count. He takes off for third. Word's got a great start. What is the call? And they're going to call him safe. Man, if Word gets that throw on the money, he's out by a mile, but he kind of threw it to the left of the bag and forced Gaiman to kind of get it and then go back over. So not close enough to get the call.
Good throw by Word regardless on a breaking ball. Runner got a good jump. Going to bring up a 1st and 3rd situation here.
Habit walked in that pitch there, so Habit's on first. Overall is on third, and that'll bring up Lane Paddock. He was hit by a pitch in the first and struck out in the second tonight. He's playing shortstop for the Texans. 1 out here. Here's the pitch. Pickoff move again. Didn't get him. Keeping an eye on Habit there, not letting him get the easy stolen base. You want the chance at a double play here.
You got to keep them close. I mean, Wimberley has been running a bunch tonight. I think at some point they're probably going to go again. They want to keep the double play out of order, so I don't think they've seen that the battery between Threadgill and Word can keep them on the base all the time.
Ball is hit sky high. Word thinks he had a chance at it, and then it goes foul. So 2-1 now is the count here on Lane Paddock. Threadgill fell behind 2-0 on a couple of close pitches and then gets back in the count with the foul ball. Healthy swing, though.
Yes.
Top of the fourth here, 2-0. Wimberley leads. Runners on first and third with 1 out. Runner takes off. The bunt is down. It's going to be hard to get anything here, and Threadgill tries to make a play and throws it away, so that's going to be an error. Overall is going to come in to score. Habit goes to third. It is 3-0.
You know, that was a tough play with as good a bunt as it was. You can see it on the West End Pizza replay. He really put it down well. You know, probably would have been the smart move just to eat it and let bases be loaded, but I know Threadgill is really trying hard to make a play, and now we're back into the same first and third situation with 1 out, and Wimberley plates a run.
Yeah, I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, right? You eat that, and you have a chance, still have a chance at force outs at any base, and now it stays just as complicated as it was. Another pickoff move, trying to keep him honest over there. That's Lane Paddock. Zach Paddock now at the plate. Zach Paddock now at the plate. Yet to get a pitch yet from Gaiman. He's squaring around a bunt. Keeps the bat out, but it misses. So 0-1. Now is the count to Zach Paddock. He's playing second tonight. He has flown out and grounded out. Squares around to bunt again. Still can't get it down. So squeeze bunt was on there. I can't imagine you're going to go for it again, 0-2. I'll be curious to see what they do here.
I think they're probably going to swing away. I don't see them giving up and out.
That was close, but it's called high by the umpire, so 1-2 against Paddock. Get to see him swing this at bat. Good frame there from Word, just didn't get the call. Foul ball, good way to battle there from Paddock. Stay alive on a good pitch from Threadgill. 1-2, runners on first and third. That's Habit on third. Lane Paddock on first. I don't know how you ruled that. Another foul ball. I ruled it an infield single.
That's what I would.
With an error, the runner's advancing on the error because he would have reached regardless.
Definitely. Too good of a bunt not to give him a hit on that one.
That was kind of my thinking. It would have taken him one heck of a play to get the out. So here is the 1-2 pitch. Yeah, it's a beautiful breaking ball for strike three. The runner kind of takes off. They got the play going on. Worth gets the great throw from Herbert for out 3 at the plate. So Wimberley tries to get tricky there, but the Billies snuff it out on a fantastic throw from Weston Herbert here on the West End Pizza replay.
You know, I thought Word might have made a mistake throwing like that, but then Weston brings all his momentum. Great pick up by Word on a short hop and then applying the tag. You know, that was a little scary there because that's what they were hoping for Word to do, is to throw down to second. I didn't know if that was going to work out in the Billies' favor, but ends the inning with Wimberley up 3-0. We'll be right back after these messages.
Fredericksburg Veterinary Center takes care of animals of all sizes, little bitty small ones and great big tall ones. They'll treat your furry friends just like it was their own. Doctors East and Eckert can do all sorts of stuff to help them, like x-rays and blood work, surgeries and sonograms. They'll even work on their teeth. And if your animal is sick or something, they'll even go to your rancher house to help them. Give them a call or visit them online at fbgvetcenter.com.
Security State Bank and Trust. We've been building the communities we call home since 1941. That includes supporting our students, teachers, and schools. Behind each student is a community investing in what matters most. Security State Bank and Trust. Proud supporters of Battling Billy sports. We're rooting for your success on and off the field. We're proud to say we're small enough to know you by name and large enough to serve all your financial needs. Security State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Thanks for joining us tonight at Battling Billy's baseball field. We got a 3-1 lead from Wimberley against the Billies. Next up on Billies.live, tomorrow night, the Fredericksburg Chamber of Commerce is having the 2023 Candidate Forum, emceed by Penny McBride. Please join us at 6 o'clock p.m. And then we got a couple softball games. We got softball versus Bernie. That was a hotly contested game last time at 6 p.m. This Friday. And then next Tuesday, it looks like we have softball versus Bandera, also on Billies.live. So come watch a little bit of softball over the next week.
Lady Billy's got 11-1 win over Wimberley tonight. So Lady Billies are rolling. So 3-0 here. Wimberley leads. Fredericksburg has had their chances, but have not been able to break through. Let's see what J.B. Word, the catcher, can get going. He walked his first time up in the second inning. So no official at bat tonight, technically.
Reed, how many have you said we've stranded already tonight in the 3
Currently
innings?
we're at 7. Let's keep it. let's not add any more to that. Word swings through the first pitch for strike 1. That's a lot of left on base in 3 innings. If you weren't here, the Billies got the bases loaded thanks to a pair of walks and a single from Asher Gaiman in the third, but were unable to come through. Word puts a pretty good swing into this, driving it to right field, but it's going to get caught in foul territory by the first baseman for the first out of the inning. Liked the approach, got the outside pitch, tried to take it to right field, just didn't quite hit it very well. That'll bring up Sam Seidenberger, the right fielder tonight. He made a great catch there in that really long third inning to kind of really keep things from getting out of hand, because had it gotten past him, it would have been runners galore. He struck out tonight, 0 for 1 so far. That first pitch is in the dirt, 1-0. He had a really good at bat until he ended up striking out. If I remember correctly, he got up 3-0 and then just couldn't put the ball in play.
You're right. He made a really good play in right field already tonight. Let's see how he can battle here. Already up in the count, 2-0.
That sure is. Carson, albeit doesn't have fantastic stuff, but he's just done a great job of avoiding bats, and he's been really effective so far. Worked around some trouble.
Really, the only one that hit the ball really well was Gaiman, hitting that good single to left. We haven't put the ball hard in play, and if anything, it's like we're behind everything.
So Seidenberger takes the strike. Pretty healthy swing there, but fouls it off to right field, 2-2. Like we said, it's really interesting about Carson. He doesn't, from what we can see up in the booth, doesn't throw a ton of velocity, but he finds a way to keep hitters behind him.
Yeah.
It's just good change of speed. So 2-2. That's a great breaking ball to get the swing and a miss. So Seidenbergers get the swinging strike for out number 2. So again, that change of speeds. Fastball, and then just a slow. I mean, up in the booth, it's hard to tell you how slow this curveball looks. It's like almost an ephus, if you know what that is. It's so slow. That'll bring up Brett Bowers. He popped out to the first baseman. First baseman over there has had a lot of pop-ups tonight. Brett Bowers being one of them. He's a lefty. Where's number 2? Takes a first pitch fastball outside. The spot in the lineup you love to get production if you can get it, that number 9, and flip the lineup. So if you can get Bowers on base here. That fastball is in for a strike. So 2-0. So 2-0 count here to Brett Bowers. 2 outs. That hits him. So you got the runner on like you wanted. Maybe not the way you wanted, but hey, a runner is a runner.
We hope on the West End Pizza replay, you can see Bowers gets hit pretty much in the middle of his shoulder blades there.
If you're going to get hit, that's a great spot to do it.
We hope you're enjoying today's game on Billy's.live. If so, do us a favor, would you? Our goal is 3,000 subscribers by the end of the season, and we're a little under 300 short. It's super simple and doesn't cost a thing. Just tap the subscribe button to join today. Paige in the van said that we're right over 2,700, so that little under 300 is very attainable if you just hit that subscribe button.
Get a lot of good stuff if you do. Want to know count to Durst here. He swings at that second offering, 1-1 now. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a pop out and a ground out. Grounded out to the second baseman in the third. Committed to McMurray University earlier today, the Warhawks. Puts this ball in play, another play for the first baseman, and he will make the routine catch. So the first baseman over there, Bryson Young, putting in work. He's got a lot of pop-ups, and that is the end of the fourth inning. We are headed to the top of the fifth. Wimberley leads 3-0 here on Billy's.live.
At Hill Country Propane Inc., we work hard to earn your propane business. Do you need propane delivery for your home?
We're on it.
Refilling propane cylinders for your grill?
We're on it.
Filling up your RV and our easy drive-through?
We're on it.
Savings on RV and cylinder fills?
We're on it.
For all your propane needs, choose Hill Country Propane Inc. because
we're on it.
Hill Country Propane Inc.
Go Billies!
As Fredericksburg celebrates 175 years, Arrowhead Bank is celebrating almost 100 years of serving the people of the Texas Hill Country. Our goal has been the same since we opened in Fredericksburg 20 years ago, to combine the relationship banking of yesterday with the technology of today for a better brand of banking. Arrowhead Bank is proud to support our students in all their endeavors, athletic and academic, and we're excited to celebrate their successes this year. Billy Pride, Eber Alice, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 423091.
Nature and beauty along the fairways at Lady Bird have a way of slowing life down. While the front nine features significant elevation changes and the tranquility of Live Oak Creek, the back nine stuns with its panoramic vistas of the surrounding hills. As the home of the Fredericksburg Junior Golf Foundation and the Fredericksburg Middle School and High School golf teams, all of us at Lady Bird Johnson Golf Course are proud to support our community's tradition of excellence. Lady Bird Johnson Golf Course. Practice, play your way.
All of us at FBG Live want to thank you for tuning in today. Lots of you have asked how you might support our video production. Well, if you want to grow your business, we know just the place to advertise. But here are 3 other super simple ways anyone can help. First of all, just tap the like button on this video. That helps us reach a broader audience, which in turn helps our sponsors who make it possible for you to watch. Secondly, subscribe to our channels and tap the notification bell so you get alerted whenever we go live. And finally, and most importantly, patronize our sponsors. Shop at their stores, enlist their services. Heck, if nothing else, just give them a call and tell them thank you for making it possible for you to watch today. It is a joy to serve our community through live video production, but we couldn't do it without you or without our sponsors. We hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
It's time for a pitching change here in Fredericksburg as Asher Gaiman is now on the mound for the Battling Billies. Well, Blaine, what do you know about Gaiman?
Gaiman's a pretty hard-throwing right-hander. Plays third base also. Really came in really well in spots. He actually threw just last night for about 2/3 of an inning and came in to finish out the 6th and start the 7th, and then only pitched just a little while, so he would be available tonight. He does typically come in relief of Threadgill in most of these situations, so I'm glad to see him out there, and likes to just like Threadgill fill up the strike zone. So like to see how sharp he is tonight after throwing last night.
I'll get you a final line on Threadgill during the next break. But yeah, Gaiman, exciting player. Got to call his name a lot during the basketball season, and what an athlete. First guy he faces is Kyler Lai, the catcher. Have not been able to get this guy off the base path. He's walked twice, but he's fallen behind 1-2 here. 1-2 is the count to Lai. He's walked in the second and third inning. What a beautiful pitch, but somehow he calls it a ball. Maybe a little bit high from our angle, but that was a really good-looking pitch.
That was a very good curveball.
It really was. Had a lot of movement to it. 2-2 is outside, so full count now. So here's a look at that beautiful breaking ball from Gaiman. I guess it was called a little high, almost elbow high. To each own there. Fastball in is a walk. That's his third walk of the night. Kyler Lai has shown a lot of plate discipline tonight. That's been an issue tonight, getting ahead in the count and then just losing it, both at the plate and on the mound.
How many walks is that for us tonight?
I can count it up here in a second. It's 9 walks and not counting a hit by pitch, so 10 free passes. Brister comes in to run for Lai. He's got 2 stolen bases tonight, always a threat. Gaiman back in the zone here against Ty Thames, the right fielder wearing number 11. Strikeout and a pop-up tonight.
You know, ironically, Gaiman is actually a little faster to the plate than Threadgill.
It's a pickoff.
Threadgill has the high leg kick, really relies on being a left-hander to keep him tight. Gaiman really does a little slide step, relies on his quickness to the plate.
He's got some velocity, too, as he blows a fastball past Thames there.
Yeah.
And not getting a whole lot of soft throwers tonight from the Billies if you're the Texans.
And
Threadgill and then Gaiman.
And Gaiman works just as fast as Threadgill does.
He does.
Nobody can say that Billy pitchers work slow. So
tries to go to that sweeping off-speed pitch. Almost looks like a slider he's trying to throw backdoor there. Doesn't quite hit it, though, 1-2. Like the idea, though. Another pickoff. Gaiman really winds up that pickoff move. So 1-2. Brister has already got 2 stolen bases, so he definitely warrants the attention. Way to battle it there from Thames. That was a good-looking pitch from Gaiman. Thames just got a piece of it. Like you mentioned, Gaiman pitched in relief last night. Has been a relief pitcher most of this season. Last year was more of a starter.
He was, but looks really good in relief. Comes in.
What a breaking ball.
That's a great pitch.
That is a gorgeous pitch, too. That ball just looked dead center and then disappeared from the hitter's view. Beautiful pitch.
Now, as you see on the west end, pizza replay. It's really, that pitch really started almost middle of the plate.
It did.
Went all the way off the plate. The batter really had no chance at touching that pitch.
Definitely a slider from this angle. O'Neal steps in. He's made a couple really good defensive plays, and he's got a single tonight. He's 1 for 2. And that last at bat, Threadgill had him 0-2 with a couple high fastballs that O'Neal didn't look good on. But then on that third pitch, the fastball was just a little bit lower. He was able to get the barrel to it for the single up the middle.
And, you know, really strong kid, too. He shot that ball up the middle. Maybe we can get him to roll over a pitch. I've been asking for a double play ball. You know, the last couple games, maybe we'll get one here for a change.
I feel like we're going to have like some kind of on-screen crazy graphic when we get one. Like a birthday party. This ball's popped up. Here's your opportunity. He's going to take that out. He didn't hear you. You got to yell at him more.
It wasn't hit hard enough.
No, it wasn't. Gaiman makes the smart play and gets the easy out at first. As you see on our West End Pizza replay. So that'll give Chase Carson a chance. He's been terrific on the mound and has got a walk and a pop-out tonight. So
Gaiman with a good start to this inning with 2 outs, runner on second.
Carson, one of 2 lefties in this lineup. Him and Overall. That pitch is a little bit low and in. Gaiman didn't love the call. So he falls behind 1-0 to Carson, the 9-hitter and the pitcher tonight for the Texans. He's held the Billies scoreless, although he's been in some trouble. Fouls that pitch off, heading towards the football field. So that's Kyler Lai's pinch runner Brister on second. He stole third earlier in this game, so definitely someone to keep an eye on. 1-1 pitch here, 2 outs from Gaiman. Goes back to that off speed, but doesn't quite get around on it, and it ends up high. So 2-1 now. You can see Word telling him, hey, get on top of that.
Yeah, it was a good idea by Gaiman coming earlier in the count with that pitch. If he can just finish that pitch a little bit. Good pitch by Gaiman there. Fastball outer half to even the count at 2.
Almost looked like it had a little bit of run on it going away from the hitter there. Fastball with some movement. 2-2 here. Brister at second. He's taken off. That ball's fouled down the first base line, so he'll have to run back the 90 feet. A little bit of a hang-in-there pitch there from Carson. Fastball in on the hands, able to get out in front of it and pull it down the first base line. Just a little foul. 2-2 now, 2 outs. 2's all around. Here's pitch. Ball driven right up the middle towards Herber. Should be routine. Carson's got wheels, but they do get the out. So Herber gets the final out of the inning. Gaiman comes in relief, gives up a walk, but looks good otherwise. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th. Wimberley leads 3-0 here on Billy's.Live.
The Inside Story has been family owned and operated since 1981. The Inside Story is your custom decorating center with in-house designers, and the owners install your flooring too, so you know satisfaction is guaranteed. They sell carpet, wood flooring, ceramic tile, luxury vinyl, area rugs, wallpaper, paint, and much more. See the Inside Story's extensive showroom, Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg, online at theinsidestorytx.com.
Local high-speed internet in Gillespie County. Use it for work, fun, and everything in between. Advanced parental controls, online protection, simple, safe, smart. Get connected at nextstream.net.
You know, we made a promise to Weston Herbert during the last broadcast that if he made an out, we would show a replay. Well, Weston, here is your West End Pizza replay.
So, great job, Weston, to make the play on a very routine ground ball and throw to first. Good job by the entire Herber family. Congratulations. Big shout out to my old college roommate, Treff, Daddy Herber. Treff, and if anybody's listening from the family, Corinne actually texted us last night. She wasn't able to make it to the game yesterday afternoon, school board member. And so it's nice to sort of know that you're being watched, on Fredericksburg, on Billy's Live, and
you got
to
your
go
replay.
through it. And now Weston got his replay. So
got the Weston Pizza
replay. We're good now, and probably real happy with all the Herbers. And there he is. He's going to bat this
ready
inning.
to come to the plate. So maybe we can have some real TV magic moment here, and something real cool will happen after the replay. Herbert comes in. He's playing shortstop, as you just saw on that Top 10 Sports Center replay. He's been hit by a pitch and grounded out tonight, so he's 0 for 1 officially. Has had a good night defensively. I think he's made some other plays. That's something interesting to know. We've got the coaches are, in baseball, such a superstitious game. De La Cerda, who's your head coach, is now at first base, and Coach Flick is in the third base box. So, hey, whatever works. Got to see if it works first, though.
Yeah, I guess they're trying to switch something up.
Baseball is such a superstitious sport. First pitch is that little floating. I don't know if it's a fastball or if it's a floating off speed, but it is not very fast. But it's a strike to Herbert.
Coach at first base, Coach De La Cerda at first.
So 1-1. I don't know if you're superstitious or not, but hey, if it works, it works. Let's see if it works.
Back in my coaching days, when I was coaching here at Fredericksburg, there was an incident where our head coach, Coach Emmel, got thrown out of a game or had to sit down at a game in Ingram. We came back like from an 8-run deficit and won it. And then for the next game, I started as the coach at third. And then it only lasted about an inning. And then he was like, nope, I got to be over here. And so
Did you win the game, I hope?
Well, we won the game in Ingram that night, and he was like, "Well, we ought to stay that way." And then, nope, it didn't last. He liked that third base dugout or that third base box too much.
It's got to be a sense of, like, authority over there. Here's Threadgill after Herbert grounded out to the pitcher. Carson, who continues to just be efficient. Had a rough inning there in the second or third inning, but has been pretty locked in since. Threadgill hits it to left field. Looping might be tough. Shortstop's there, though, to make the out. That's Patek.
But, man, we've done that a bunch tonight. We're just behind on pitches, popping them up to the backside. Threadgill there. He's just a little late on that pitch, even though, it doesn't feel like you should be late, but, just like all night, we've sort of been popping it up to the backside. Most of our hitters have been hitting it over here to the first baseman, wearing their first baseman out. Now we take it to the backside with the left-hander over to the shortstop side.
Here is Asher Gaiman. He is 1 for 2 tonight with a pop out and a single. He's got the only hit of the night for the Billies. The single there that he hit in the third inning. He's 1 for 1 now as the count against Gaiman. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that just changes speeds. Carson is doing such a good job of keeping these batters just off their rhythm. And he's 1-2. Floater ball, he just puts the barrel on it and drives it to center, but it's directly at the center fielder for the third out in the inning. So we head to the top of the 6th. 3-0 Wimberley leads. The Billies go down in order here. Stay tuned for the last 2 innings.
What is the FISD Education Foundation? Since our inauguration in 2018, the foundation has financially supported teachers and students from all our campuses achieve academic excellence. Our fundraising efforts help offset the adverse effects and depletion of resources brought on by state Robin Hood policies. Visit FISDkids.org to learn more. The FISD Education Foundation, partnering with our community because we're better together.
Top 5 reasons we love Gaddy's in Fredericksburg. Number 5, their student-teacher lunch discount. Number 4, their all-you-can-eat buffet. Number 3, they have a huge variety of fresh veggies at the salad bar. Number 2, Gaddy's pasta and pizza is always hot and ready. And best of all, they even do the dishes. Gaddy's Pizza, Highway 16 South, across from the fairgrounds.
Segner's Jewelers is a proud Battle & Billy sponsor and big fans of our hometown team. Segner's has served generations of FISD families and friends and will be here to serve future generations. Located at 236 West Main Street, or find us on the web at segnersjewelers.com. We're with you all the way. Go Billies!
And we're back to Fredericksburg Battling Billy baseball field for our District 27 4A contest between the Wimberley Texans and the Fredericksburg Battling Billies. Wimberley currently up 3-0 against the Billies. We're going to go for a quick word from FBG.live.
Partner with FBG Live to make much of your product on our programs.
You want to get your product here on Billies.live, FBG Live, any of those fantastic broadcasts. Make sure you give us a call. We'd love to have you sponsored us. All right. Here we go at the top of the 6th. It's Bryson Young back at the plate. He's playing first base tonight. It's a pretty good game. I know he's got like 20 catches over there at first base. He's walked twice and struck out, so 0 for 1 with 2 walks. And he's ahead 2-0 here, in danger of his 3rd walk of the night. Billy's pitching has just struggled to find the strike zone consistently. 6 outs to go for the Billies to get in this game, and you really need to keep that score close as that fastball is there, 2-1. Gaiman came in relief for Drake Threadgill, who went 4 innings. Pretty good baseball, gave up 3 runs. That pitch is there, 2-2.
Good pitch by Gaiman there.
Threadgill recorded 6 strikeouts. Gave up 3 runs on 3 hits. Oh, that fastball's right in the back, and Young is on base for the 3rd time tonight. Free bases has been a problem tonight for Fredericksburg. The heater right between the number, actually a little bit below the belt there.
You know, I think that's what our 11th or 12th free pass tonight, whether we're doing hit by pitch or base on balls. And you're not going to win too many ball contests, baseball games doing that.
And then a wild pitch gets away from Word, so now you give a free base to Young, who thinks about third. Cody Overall at the plate. He's the center fielder. He is 1 for 2 tonight with a single and a walk. 2 stolen bases. He scored in the 4th inning on a wild pitch. No, I'm sorry, he scored on the throwing error for Threadgill. 2-0 now to Overall. Very fast young man playing center field. Has made a couple grabs out there already tonight. So 2-0 pitch to Overall. Here it comes. Right down the middle for strike 1, 2-1.
It's the kind of pitch Gaiman can get into a groove and just start feeding them like that. I mean, at this point in the game, I think you're going to have to force them to hit the ball to score more runs.
Got to stop giving out free passes. And that ball's between the legs of Word and off the backstop, so he'll advance to third base, Will Young. So, speaking of free 90s, that's another free 90 there. First you walk him, then you throw 2 wild pitches. Not ideal.
Infield will have to come play in now to cut off that run, definitely. Sort of see what they're going to do here on any batted ball, see if the runner is going to try to score or if he's going to freeze here.
So 3-1 is the count Overall. Very favorable hitter's count with the infield in. He hits it to right field. Will it stay fair? It will not. Great pursuit there from Seidenberger, though. 3-2. Pretty good swing.
You can tell he was really trying to lift that ball, trying to do something for his team there to get another insurance run.
Wimberley has 3 hits tonight. Scored 3 runs on 3 hits. Speaking of runners left on, they have left 9 on. So it's not like the Billies have been the only team struggling to get a big hit. It's just the difference has been those free passes. Ball is hit straight at the shortstop. Herber, get the replay ready as he makes another out. Routine ground ball there from Herber for out number 1.
Good job by Herber there. If you look on the West End Pizza replay and looking back that runner, made sure he took a couple steps back, and then Aiken popping off the bag quick just to make sure he held him in place. Good piece of defense there by the Billies to ensure that held him at third there, getting 1 out in the inning.
Here's the DH Trent Habit. He'll take the first pitch for, thought he was going to call it, and then he shook it off. I don't know. I mean, what was the call there? He almost put the finger up and then shook his head. I'm not too sure. Habit is walked all 3 times tonight. He's got an RBI on a walk. Here's that pitch on West End Pizza replay. It's close. He looked like he was going to call it, and then almost like he waved it off. So I'm not sure if it was a ball or a strike. We'll find out. That's a strike. Swing and a miss there from Habit. So the count is 1-1 now, according to our scoreboard.
It's the new finger wag that's not a strike.
Is that what that was?
The Matumbo.
No.
It's the Matumbo.
The Matumbo call.
The Matumbo ball.
A little bit low there from Gaiman. Gaiman didn't think it was low. So 2-1. Sure looked close from up here. Let's get a look at it on the Weston Pizza replay. Just below the knees. That's close. Could go either way. 2-1. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt. So 3-1 now. To Trent Habit. Again, he has walked all 3 times tonight. He's not the only one in the lineup to have done that. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Hit, popped it up. Is it going to be Herber or Spees? Herber makes the play. So that is a very big pair of outs there.
And we chronicle the awesome play by Herber last inning, and now he's made two outstanding routine plays.
He's got a portfolio now.
Yes. He has made the last 3 outs. I actually got a text from his mother who is on the road to Dallas, and she says she is actually tuning in. She's listening through her Bluetooth to the game, so I'm glad she is. Thanks for joining us, and all of you out there, thanks for joining us. 2 outs here for the Billies in a tight 3-0 ball game. Let's see if we can get out of this inning without any more damage.
Lane Patek fouls off the 1-0 offering. He is he's 1 for 2 tonight. He's got a single. He was hit by a pitch in the first, struck out in the second. Hit a single up the middle that's kind of started that rally there in the 4th inning. So he's 1-1. That ball gets passed. It's going to be a passed ball, and it's going to be a run scored there for Bryson Young. So 4-0 now, and Wimberley hasn't even put the ball in play.
It's a little tough. That ball bounced.
That's a hard one.
That was
to block.
a hard one for Word to pick up on that wild pitch. He tried to backhand it, but
great stop on that one though.
Yeah.
3-1 now. So 4-0. Wimberley has scored 4 runs on 3 hits. $11 free passes. That includes walks and hit by pitches. They've got 3 hits on the night, 4 runs, 11 free passes. Full count pitch is there for strike 3. So Gaiman keeps it. Hey, we talked about it earlier. If you're going to give up runs, don't let them be crooked. They keep it to 1 run. It is 4-0 heading into the bottom of the 6th. Billies have 6 outs to work with. Here is that strikeout on the West End Pizza replay. Can they get the bats going? It's time to find out as we head into the bottom of the 6th.
Hello, my name is Greg Nebgen with 4N Cattle Company. I want to talk to you a little bit about J Ford Trailer and my experience. So I was looking for a new cattle trailer. Stopped by, talked to Josh, customized what I wanted. I own a local business. I want to do my business local. Prices were very competitive. I looked at trailers everywhere. They were $1,000 cheaper, if not more. I was going to buy local anyway. They beat everybody in price. And then they even delivered it. J Ford Trailer, that's where I got mine.
Texas Hill Country Orthopedic, the official sports medicine provider of the Battling Billies. Our board-certified and fellowship-trained doctors provide personalized and comprehensive bone and joint care for all ages. We utilize the latest technologies like platelet-rich plasma treatments. And also unique to the Hill Country, we offer anterior hip replacement. Whether you've suffered a traumatic injury to your shoulder or are just tired of dealing with arthritis pain in your knees, Texas Hill Country Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is here to help.
Strayer & Offers has been going strong since 1928. They specialize in tires and tire repair, wheel balancing, front-end alignment, brake repair, tune-ups, oil changes, belts and hoses, complete auto repair. Make sure you check out the Kawasaki mules and custom-built trailers, ready to go to work for you. For quality Chevron products, Strayer & Offers, 509 South Adams Street, Fredericksburg. Call 830-997-4382. Check them out online, StrayerAndOffers.com.
Chase Carson is out for his 6th inning of work for the Wimberley Texans. 6 innings of 1 hit ball, no runs, 3 strikeouts. Great night for Chase Carson on the mound as he has to face Wolf, Aiken, and Word here in the bottom of the 6th. Colton Wolf, the first man up, started in left field, moved to the 3rd when Gaiman went to the mound. Wolf has walked and grounded out in tonight's game. He's up 2-0 here to start the inning. A leadoff would be huge here for the Billies.
You know, it really would. Even the innings we put people on, we haven't got them on early. And so it'd be nice to get something started early and often. And now we've got a good 3-0 count. Maybe we can get ahead and stay ahead here.
So Carson tries to get that breaking ball in there for a strike, but doesn't get it. So here's 3-0. That's a fastball. He, to his credit, if he falls behind, he's good about finding the strike zone again. He's been good at that all night. So Wolf has a 3-1 count, though. Favorable hitters count here. Carson resets. Very composed on the mound, Carson has been. Really only been in trouble once or twice tonight. He's found ways out of both. That's a strike on Wolf. Wolf threw the bat halfway to the dugout. He thought he was heading to first. Maybe we can get a look at that pitch, as Wolf did not think it was a strike. Nonetheless, it's 3-2. Here's a look at it. I don't really get a great look at it from the umpire, but from where the ball was caught, it looked low. Nonetheless, 3-2. Able to foul that one off, just kind of throwing the hands at it a little bit. Can't really see it because of the umpire, but Wolf just kind of sticks the hands out there. So 3-2 now. There's no hitter there on our.
Yeah.
He's invisible. So 3-2 count to Colton Wolf. Drives it to right field, but it is foul.
Can somebody get word to the umpire to take 2 steps to his right or left? So.
We'll wave him down. Here's the pitch. Colton puts it in play towards the second baseman, and that is out number 1 of the 6th inning. So 4-3 put out. Wolf is 0 for 2 tonight with the walk. That's Zach Potek with the out there at second.
Here's your West End Pizza replay. Wolf grounds out to second for the first out of the bottom of the 6th. We're going to have a pinch hitter here, number 11.
Dawson Wren. Dawson Wren, one of the 2 sophomores on this roster.
Dawson ended the game yesterday with a bullet he hit to right field. Actually doubled off the runner. It was a hit and run off the second yesterday. And he hit the ball so hard the runner couldn't get back to second. But he really put a drive in the ball yesterday. Let's see if he can do the same thing here. Because with the right fielder playing up as much as he is, he'll hit it over his head the way he hit it yesterday.
He is hitting for Aiken. Aiken finishes the night 0 for 1 with a walk. He puts the ball in play towards Potek again, and that is another out. So another 4-3 put out to bring up JB Word.
Big thanks to all the Texan fans out there, and thank you all for helping us with some pronunciations tonight. We do appreciate y'all tuning in. Hit the subscribe button if you would like to be notified of any of our notifications. We would love to have y'all join in on us. We love watching the Go Texan broadcasts also. It's nice to have that kind of community out there. And so thank y'all for joining in.
So here is JB Word. 1-1 in the count to him. He's walked and flown out tonight. So Carson is almost through 6 innings of 1-hit ball, if he can get Word here. That fastball gets away from him, though. Word, though, is trying to start a 2-out rally here. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's in there for a strike. A little bit in on the hands, but enough to get the call, so 2-2. Here is the replay. A little bit inside, but caught the plate. Word puts it in play. Is it squeak through? It will. That's his first hit of the night. A single up the middle. Just put the ball in play.
Nice piece of hitting by Word there. Finally, we're not so far behind the ball. Driving a ball straight up the middle. We're going to have a courtesy runner for Word, I think, unless we've burned him already.
It's going to be Gary Seidenberger.
Gary.
The hurdle runner.
The district 100-meter hurdle champion, Gary Seidenberger.
State qualifier a year ago. You know, it was incredible seeing Gary is a big guy. Seeing a guy that big move like he did at that state meet. Pretty impressive.
And it's really interesting when people sort of look at him in the starting blocks. You see all these other guys, and they sort of you see some of the snickers and stuff, and then they see him run, and then there's no snickering by the time he hits the finish line.
Not. Speaking of Seidenberger, Sam's at the plate, hits the ball to right field. It might find a gap. It will not. The right fielder is able to chase it down. That's number 11, Ty Thames. So great swing from Sam Seidenberger to make it interesting, but it still finds leather. We head to the 7th inning with the Billies trailing 4-0 to the Wimberley Texans.
At the Real Estate Advisory Team, we know the Texas Hill Country, and we know Texas Hill Country Real Estate.
With the Real Estate Advisory Team, you'll have a team of experienced local professionals who value honesty and integrity and work tirelessly to help you achieve your real estate goals.
Give us a call or stop by today. We would be honored to help turn your Texas Hill Country dream into a reality. Go Billies!
Hill Country Refrigeration has been providing the Texas Hill Country with quality heat and air conditioning service, installation, and repair for 47 years. They offer dependable, friendly, and professional customer service. Robert and Clara Ann Almers founded Hill Country Refrigeration in 1974, but have been enjoying Battlin' Billy sports for a lifetime. The Almers family are born and raised Billy fans. 4 generations, that is. Hill Country Refrigeration, where customizing comfort is their award-winning game. From one winning team to another, best of luck, Billies.
Local high-speed internet in Gillespie County. Use it for work, fun, and everything in between. Advanced parental controls, online protection, simple, safe, smart. Get connected at nextstream.net.
Please join us in keeping Fredericksburg and Gillespie County special. Be Texas friendly. Share the road. Put litter in its place. Respect private property. And protect our dark skies. Thank you for caring about our community.
This broadcast is supported by Votive Hospice, a family-owned hospice founded by Fredericksburg natives. Votive Hospice is Fredericksburg's only joint commissioned, accredited hospice and Fredericksburg's first community-based palliative care, which means their team can help you and your loved ones prior to needing hospice at no cost to you and your family. Knop Healthcare's palliative care program was just recently awarded accreditation by the Joint Commission in 2022, and that makes them Fredericksburg's only accredited palliative care program. VotiveHospice.com. They're with you.
Welcome back to Battlin' Billy Baseball Field, where Colton Aiken is now on the mound for the Billies as we head into the top of the 7th inning. The big who was playing first base is now in relief. The line for Asher Gaiman finishes 2 innings, 1 run, 0 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 2 walks. I promised you the line for Drake Threadgill, so I'm going to give that to you now. 4 innings pitched, 3 runs, 3 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 9 walks. He's in line to take the loss if the Billies can't flip it here. So Colton Aiken is in the game. He's welcomed by Zach Potek, the second baseman, who is 0 for 3 tonight. Aiken, a big righty. See what he can do here. First pitch is in there. Slugged to center by Potek, and that will be a leadoff single. Hit that ball hard. Right up the middle.
Nice piece of hitting by Potek. He was really ready for that first pitch fastball. A lot of times when you see a new pitcher, they usually aren't swinging first pitch. And so
no, you're not.
It's sort of interesting that he was sort of ready, and he pulled the trigger quick.
So here's Kyler Lai. He's got a single and 2 walks tonight. He's been on base all game. Takes a first pitch strike. So as we see Aiken, Blaine, what do you know about Aiken? What have you seen from him this year?
You know, I only seen him in very limited action, but hard throwing right-hander. I really like his how he changes velocity. That's a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, that ball gets away from Seidenberger. Made a great effort, but it's going to roll, and that's going to be a stand-up double there for Kyler Lai. Great effort from Seidenberger in right field, but that ball just kept trailing. It was way too far for Spees and a little too shallow for Seidenberger. So, stand-up double.
Good piece of hitting there. Sort of got it under the ball. I thought the ball was going to hang up just long enough for Seidenberger to get there. Just couldn't get under it, as you saw on the West End Pizza replay. Good job lining up all our relays to keep everybody at second and third with no outs.
So let's see what the Billies can do to get out of this jam. That ball's hit to right field again, keeping Seidenberger busy. He's going to have to dive again and still can't catch it. This ball's going to roll for a little bit. Keeps him to a single, though. So Patek comes in to score. So 3 straight hits to start the inning. That's Ty Thames with the RBI single to right field.
You know, off the bat, I thought that ball was actually hit a lot harder than that, but then that wind really knocked it down. As Seidenberger was coming in, I thought he actually made that sliding play. It was going to be a tough play at the plate regardless. And the Texans put a insurance run on the board.
5-0, no outs, runners on first and third. This is where things get interesting if you're the Billies. You really got to do your best to keep it close if you want to even have a shot here heading into the bottom of the 7th. So here is the first pitch to Owen O'Neill, the third baseman. He's 1 for 2 tonight with a single. We got the first hit of the night for the Texans. Made a couple really good plays over at third. Takes first pitch for a strike from Aiken. 0-1, a little bit low, 1-1. Need to get Aiken a tighter hat.
Yeah, hat's fallen off twice now. Or some pins to pin it in his hair.
Yeah. Thames getting the lead off first. They check him with the pickoff, but he gets back safely. So Thames at first, Kyler Lai at third, or his pinch runner, I'm sorry, Brister at third. Lai is the catcher that doubled. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Hit off the hands right to Spees, and that'll be the out at first, but the run will score. So it's an RBI ground out there for O'Neill. And Brister comes in to score to make it 6-0.
You know, with the Billies playing a double play depth like that, with a ball hit up the middle, runner at third, got a really good jump home. No play there. The only play Spees had was to first to get an out for the inning. Let's see if we can take care of this batter now.
Here's Chase Carson, the pitcher who has gone 6 innings tonight of only 2 hits, no runs. He's gotten out of a couple jams. He's 0 for 2 at the plate with a walk. Puts that ball into the left field. It's going to be a tough play for either of them. It's going to fall. They're going to keep the runner at third. So Carson really doing a little bit of everything. Then he's going to advance to third on the bad throw from the outfield. So what should have been runners on first and third with 1 out is now runners on second and third due to a bad throw. So the errors and the issues starting to mount for the Billies. So they're doing a courtesy runner here as they've done all night. So Carson gets his first hit of the night. What a night for Chase Carson.
You know, and this is the first inning where really Wimberley has even hit the ball, and you know everything else is sort of they've really earned the runs this inning. Good job by them. Good job looking the runner back here.
Yeah, this is an interesting play here. What Speed's going to do? The runner's going to try and go home, and they've got him in a rundown. The runner that put the ball in play is now we got 2 runners on third base, and he tags them both out. This will be an interesting call. So the runner that put the ball in play is now advanced to second. He's tagged both runners out. This is going to be an interesting play here because he tagged them. I think it's going to be a double play, and it is. Great heads-up play from J.B. Word. And so this is where things get complicated here. So the ball's put in play. The runner that is on second advances to third, and the runner that's on third tries to go home. And because of the order that Word tags them out, so notice he tags the runner that was coming from second first. If he had tagged the runner on third, the runner that would move from second to third would have been safe. But because he tagged the runner that moved from second to third first, and the guy that was on third was off the base,
See,
They're both out.
And now they're arguing that the runner is safe, but then they crossed over, and they're right. Because those runners crossed over, the runner behind should be out. And because of that crossover right there, that runner should probably be out to there because they crossed over. And that's what De La Cerda is arguing right now.
There's a little bit of debate going on, so I'm wondering, with the way De La Cerda is talking, they might have reversed the call and only given them one out.
Yes, and that's what, and De La Cerda is arguing because the runners crossed over each other. It's actually, he passed up the runner, but it looks like they're holding to that, and they're only going to give him one out for the inning.
So that is, I'm trying to keep score here. I'm not sure what to put there.
Well, ultimately, we got the lead runner out going home.
So Chase Carson, who was on second, is safe. Ty Thames, who was on third, is out. So Carson will stay at third. Bryson Young, who put the ball in play in the first place, advanced to second on the play. So he'll start at second. So now the question becomes, when you're talking about passing the runner, crossing the runner, he never turned third and came home. So where does the crossover take place? Did you get what I'm saying there?
Yeah.
And interesting, and De La Cerda is kind of letting him hear it. I'll be curious to see what happens here. So let's take a look at this play here. So Word tags the runner that was coming from second first. That's the pinch runner for Carson, number 19. And then he tags number 11, Ty Thames. Thames was on third. Carson was on second.
Thames basically gave himself up because he knew he was in such a pickle.
Yeah. But the question becomes...
I mean, ultimately, he's the one that knew he was out, so he gave himself up. Carson was pretty smart to stay on third. Carson really pretty much screwed it up by leaving second base.
Yeah,
he should have stayed. He didn't look at the runner in front of him.
So that is the pinch runner, Finn McNary, who is running there. So that is who is on third, the pinch runner, courtesy runner there for Carson.
So that wasn't on screen. McNary took off straight from second on the ground ball.
As soon as that ball was put in play.
So he sort of crossed up the runners, and that's why they didn't get the runner out at first, because they saw those runners were backed up to third base to each other.
So as the dust settles, it is now 2 outs, runners on second and third with Cody Overall at the plate. He puts the ball in play towards Spees again, and Spees is going to make the play. So after 10 minutes of deliberation, it doesn't matter because the next pitch is a ground out to the second baseman. We head to the bottom of the 7th. The Billies have 3 outs to work with, and they need 6 runs. Stay tuned to see how it goes here on Billies.Live.
Welcome to Creek Street Dental, where we strive to treat our patients with compassion, kindness, and care. We utilize the latest technologies in our commitment to your family, offering cone beam technology, cosmetic dentistry, and sedation dentistry so you can sleep through your appointment. Stop by and meet our newest addition, Dr. Monica Montgomery, from the Fredericksburg High School class of 2014. Creek Street Dental on the corner of Creek Street and South Adams in Fredericksburg.
My name is Rick Barangi, and I'm the owner and founder of the Long Neck Manor. I met Donnie several years ago because I was building a state-of-the-art barn for my giraffe, 10,000 square foot barn, and there's nobody in the area, not just Fredericksburg, but in the region that could understand the complexities of building such a structure. Donnie's team is amazing. When they come out here, they're very professional, they're quick, they're thorough. You get a product even better than you expected.
Fredericksburg Veterinary Center takes care of animals of all sizes, little bitty small ones and great big tall ones. They'll treat your furry friends just like it was their own. Doctors East and Eckert can do all sorts of stuff to help them, like x-rays and blood work, surgeries and sonograms. They'll even work on their teeth. And if your animal is sick or something, they'll even go to your ranch or house to help them. Give them a call or visit them online at fbgvetcenter.com.
Security State Bank and Trust. We've been building the communities we call home since 1941. That includes supporting our students, teachers, and schools. Behind each student is a community investing in what matters most. Security State Bank and Trust. Proud supporters of Battling Billy sports. We're rooting for your success on and off the field. We're proud to say we're small enough to know you by name and large enough to serve all your financial needs. Security State Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Chase Carson is back on the mound going for the complete game shutout as the Texans are up 6-0 on the Billies here in Fredericksburg. You know, Billies have had their chances, Blaine. They just can't break through.
Yeah, you know, and minus that last half inning, Wimberley really hadn't hit the ball until then.
Yeah.
You know, and it just feels like if we could just get the bat around on this guy, we can hit Carson a little bit, but we haven't been able to really. I think that's our first base runner with no outs, too. And so maybe we can get something started here in the 7th. Special thanks to our title sponsor, Hill Country Pest Control, who sponsors our scoreboard. Everybody wants a happy home, but the biggest challenge is keeping the pests out. So call Hill Country Pest Control and ask how they can turn your house into a pest-free home. Hill Country Pest Control, 830-997-5080.
Braden Durst steps in. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Puts the ball in play to center. Will it get down? It will. So back-to-back base runners as Durst hits the single to center field. Real quick, I want to make sure you know about it. Stay tuned after the game. We'll have a post-game interview with head coach De La Cerda. And if the Billies can find a way to get a win, we'll talk to some of the players. So make sure you stay tuned for that after tonight's game. Good start to the inning, though. A walk from Brett Bowers and then a single from Durst will bring up Weston Herber. He's 1 for 3. He was hit by a pitch, and he's got a couple groundouts tonight. Here's that single. Kind of got in on the barrel a little bit, but Durst has enough strength to find a spot. Very good hitter.
Nice
Durst.
piece of hitting there.
That sure is. So 1-0 is the count here to Herber. That ball's high and in, so 2-0. Carson starting to finally show some signs of weariness. No one throwing in the pin.
Yeah, they had somebody down there last half inning. They actually had about 3 or 4 people down there, 2 on the inside of the field and about 2 or 3 on the outside of the field. So they were either trying to stay warm tonight, it got a little chillier, or they have somebody ready.
Well, they might want to get him ready. Herbert is ahead 3-0 here. Here's the 3-0 pitch. It's outside. So 2 walks and a single have the bases loaded with no outs, and all of a sudden the Billies are poised to make some noise. Here comes Coach Wisdom and a pitcher 2 in tow. So we're going to go to the bullpen. Chase Carson finishes with 6 innings. And we're going to take a quick break here, and we'll talk about the pitching change when we come back here on Billies.Live.
At Hill Country Propane Inc., we work hard to earn your propane business. Do you need propane delivery for your home?
We're on it.
Refilling propane cylinders for your grill?
We're on it.
Filling up your RV in our easy drive-through?
We're on it.
Savings on RV and cylinder fills?
We're on it.
For all your propane needs, choose Hill Country Propane Inc. because
we're on it.
Hill Country Propane Inc.
Go Billies!
As Fredericksburg celebrates 175 years, Arrowhead Bank is celebrating almost 100 years of serving the people of the Texas Hill Country. Our goal has been the same since we opened in Fredericksburg 20 years ago, to combine the relationship banking of yesterday with the technology of today for a better brand of banking. Arrowhead Bank is proud to support our students in all their endeavors, athletic and academic, and we're excited to celebrate their successes this year. Billy Pride, Eberales, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 423091.
Nature and beauty along the fairways at Lady Bird have a way of slowing life down. While the front 9 features significant elevation changes and the tranquility of Live Oak Creek, the back 9 stuns with its panoramic vistas of the surrounding hills. As the home of the Fredericksburg Junior Golf Foundation and the Fredericksburg Middle School and High School golf teams, all of us at Lady Bird Johnson Golf Course are proud to support our community's tradition of excellence. Lady Bird Johnson Golf Course. Practice, play your way.
We love living in the country. My husband works from home, and I teach our 5 youngest children here as well. Fast, uncapped, reliable internet is critical for our family. And that's exactly what we've gotten from Bee Creek for over 10 years now. Bee Creek Communications. Always on, high-speed internet.
The Inside Story has been family-owned and operated since 1981. The Inside Story is your custom decorating center with in-house designers, and the owners install your flooring too, so you know satisfaction is guaranteed. They sell carpet, wood flooring, ceramic tile, luxury vinyl, area rugs, wallpaper, paint, and much more. See the Inside Story's extensive showroom, Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg, online at theinsidestorytx.com.
We are back, and while we were at commercial break, they got going, and the first pitch that the relief pitcher, Trent Habit, throws goes to the backstop, allowing the Billies to get on the board.
If you watch it on the West End Pizza replay, ball was about 2 feet outside, and catcher couldn't handle it. Billies get on the board tonight, down 6-1, runner on second and third, with Threadgill at the plate.
Trent Habit is the relief pitcher, another lefty for the Texans. Hard throwing lefty, but his first pitch is not ideal. Second pitch is in there for it's in there, inside a little bit for a ball. So Drake Threadgill.
Did he do the Matumbo?
He did.
He did the
So
Matumbo.
Drake Threadgill takes the second pitch for a ball. So 2-0 now on Threadgill. The chance to get the Billies maybe back in it if he can put a ball in a gap here. He's going to lay down to bunt and pulls it back. Ball gets away from the catcher. Here comes Durst. He will score easily. 6-2 now on another wild pitch. Well, that gets you back in the game. And a base hit, RBI single here does it just as much too. All of a sudden, it is a 3-4-run ball game.
If we can get a couple more base runners, could get very interesting here in the bottom of the seventh.
It absolutely could. So Threadgill has a 3-0 count, and that is ball 4. He will head to first. So runners on the corners with no outs. Billy's already got 2 runs this inning. It's getting interesting. I hope y'all haven't turned it off already. Here comes Asher Gaiman. He's got a single tonight, 1 for 3. He's played third base. He pitched 2 innings. Final line on Chase Carson is currently in line for the win. We'll see what happens here. 6 innings, no runs, 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, 9 walks. Great outing for Chase Carson. But Habit is struggling here out of the pen.
I guess he is responsible for all those 3 base runners.
He would be. So I guess his line isn't official. He's up to 2 runs now.
Mm-hmm.
Unearned, but still 2 runs. 1-1 count to game, and he hits it to left field. That's going to find some grass. And in comes the 3rd run of the inning, 6-3. Gaiman is 2 for 4 tonight. Almost identical swing to his first one.
Great job by the Billies. Plating a couple runs this inning and making it super interesting as we're in the bottom of the 7th. Billies have now scored 3 runs, so no outs. And we got Colton Wolf at the plate, our leading RBI guy on the year.
Colton is 0 for 2 tonight with a walk and a couple ground outs. Love for him to hit something here in a gap and have a great story to talk about in class tomorrow. That ball's in.
Hit by pitch would be interesting, too.
Yeah, here's that single thanks to West End Pizza replay. Almost identical to the first one he hit out there. Just kind of gets the barrel out in front of the pitch and loops it over into left field. So 1-0. If you're Coach De La Cerda, what are you telling your sophomore here?
I think he's saying just to stay within himself. He knows his ability. He doesn't have to do too much here because we still need to do some station-to-station baseball. You know, just a seeing eye single over to that right side gets him a hit and really puts us in position here. Even like what he's doing here, just getting a good bunt down, if that's what he wanted to do or if he was just trying to distract the pitcher, puts us in a big spot here to have a chance to win this game.
2-0 pitch. is in there for a strike. He showed bunt again. So 2-1 now. Runners on first and second. That is Threadgill and Gaiman on the base paths. Bowers, Durst, and Herber have all scored this inning. That ball's in the dirt, 3-1. Great spot to be.
Great eye by Wolf. I mean, in essence, that could be ball 4 if he gets the call on the last half. He's really doing a good job working this pitcher.
You know, Habit comes off the bench. Essentially, he was DHing tonight. It's got to be hard. Wolf hits it pretty hard to straightaway center, but it's going to hang up there for Potek. Or overall, makes the catch in center. He's going to advance to third, and that is a fly out to center, but runner advances. So, F8 overall makes the catch, 1 out. Runners on the corners. Billies still need 3 runs. Pretty good swing here from Wolf. Just didn't quite, like you said, anything hit in the air, unless it's really hit on a line drive, is going to just kind of hang.
Good job by is that Threadgill. Threadgill advancing to third. Now we got 1 out, runner on first and third. A hit here would do us a lot of good. And essentially the tying run is at the plate.
Colton Aiken. He's re-entering the game after being pinch hit for in the last inning. Dawson Wren grounded out in his place. But he is 0 for 1 tonight with a walk, with a strikeout and a walk. Pitcher is Aiken puts the ball in play. It might be another play for that first baseman, but it's going to go foul. You know, something to note, Blaine. Pitcher is going real quick in his motions.
Yeah, I'm going to guess that base umpire isn't watching that as tight as you'd want. Unless Coach De La Cerda points it out or Coach Flick points it out. You know, he doesn't have a real pronounced handset either. But that's the one that you usually don't get called when they aren't real extravagant in their handset.
2-1 pitch to Aiken is high. 3-1 is the count. So Aiken looking to come through here. Base hit here would go a long way.
Walk puts him on 2 with word up. He sort of
That
started
is
us
a
off
walk.
here. And that's going to get a trip from the coach with a pitching change.
It's not much success happening for Habit tonight. So, bases loaded, 1 out. We're going to take a quick break, and we will see what happens here in the bottom of the 7th when we come back.
Local high-speed internet in Gillespie County. Use it for work, fun, and everything in between. Advanced parental controls, online protection, simple, safe, smart. Get connected at nextstream.net.
The FISD Education Foundation strives to inspire students, drive teacher innovation, and pilot new educational programs. By the end of the spring, the foundation will have donated over $450,000 toward academic excellence on all 5 FISD campuses. To donate, volunteer, or see for yourself how our grants are creating a lasting impact in educating our community, visit us at fisdkids.org.
And we're back to Fredericksburg Battling Billy baseball field. Fredericksburg has a little bit of a rally here. I'm getting a bunch of texts tonight, and I'm going to sort of congratulations, Coach King and the tennis team. Coach Raymer will get off my back here, and I'll mention our regional semifinalists tonight. Congratulations to Bella Rodriguez and Chloe Wanek for winning their quarterfinal match today. They'll be in the semifinals tomorrow. And then we also have Reed Nevins and Anna Terry also won their match. So they're all in the semifinals. 2 more matches, and they're on to state with a little bit of luck. And then depending on how they are, they're both Chloe and I believe Bella and Chloe are the 1 seed. Reed and Anna have to go up against the 1 seed, and it's a lot of our district. It looks like our district opponents when you get to this point. It looks like just a modified district schedule at that. Big shout out also to our track teams. They compete, I believe it is later or next week, at the regional track meet. I'd list all the people that qualified there, but I think we'd be here for hours. The list is very long. Congratulations, especially to the girls track team. I saw they scored over 200 points. I think it felt like they qualified. It felt like everybody on the team to go to regionals. I know Coach Aldridge and all the coaches down there work real hard. I talked to Coach Aldridge quite a bit. That's why I mentioned him on air. Coach Raymer, them, and all them too, going down there to actually defend their regional team title. So good luck to all the Billies, all the boys, all the girls as they compete down there at the regional track meet.
Things are getting pretty intense here at Battle-Billy Baseball Field as J.B. Word, the senior catcher, steps to the plate. Down 3 runs, bases loaded, 1 out. New relief pitcher for Wimberley is number 21, Wyatt Martinez.
Man, a hit here.
First righty of the night.
Yeah, a hit here does a lot for the Billies. If Word can just put a big ball in play, a gapper might tie it, especially with it looks like we have a pinch runner at first.
Nathan White.
White can motor, White can scoot, so if we can get a gapper here, it would definitely go a long ways.
Martinez gets ahead 0-2 on Word. Word is 1 for 2 tonight with a single and a walk. He singled his last time up in the 6th inning. Big point of this game. Your senior catcher. 0-2. Puts it in play. Down the left field line, but it's just foul. Great swing from Word. 2 or 3 feet to the right, and we are circling the bases.
Man, that was so close to really turning this game upside down.
Really was. Jordan Alvarez style. I don't know, you got to hit it 450 feet to do it Jordan style, but legendary. I love that radio call, or TV call, I guess it was. J.B. Word trying to play hero here. Just put the ball in a gap, put it in play, keep the bases going. Especially now that you're down 0-2, you just don't. 0-2. He fouls it off. Way to battle. So righty on righty. I mean, first righty we've seen from Wimberley tonight.
It also wouldn't be too much asked for him to put it over the 360 sign and just end it.
We take it.
That'd be a mosh pit there at home plate.
One of the cooler moments I've ever gotten to see in high school baseball. 0-2. That is close, but it's a ball. 1-2. If you're wearing blue and red, you thought that was a strike. That was close. Let's look at it on the West End Pizza replay.
You know, I know the catcher frames it right there, but he is set up way outside from our angle. He definitely needed he asked for about 6 inches off, and he did not get it.
That's going to be infield fly. So batter is automatically out, and that is out number 2. So here is another look at that pitch from a different perspective. That one that was called a ball just a second ago, just to give you a different angle on it.
And if y'all notice, the umpire set up middle of the plate. The catcher is set up, almost in the batter's box there on the right. So
Sam Seidenberger comes to the plate, bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Need 3 runs to tie, 4 to win.
Sam gave a ball a pretty good ride to right field last at bat.
That ball is in there for a strike. They try to get the runner at second. Interesting throw there. I guess they thought Gaiman was getting a little too much room out there at second, but that's a dangerous throw.
That earlier in the game, that's Gaiman. They almost picked off at first.
He's getting a little too comfortable out there. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's in the dirt wide, but not wide enough to where the runner can come score.
That's a good block by the catcher there.
It was. That's Kyler Lai. He's had a great game tonight. Here's the block here from Lai. Had a pretty good game behind the plate. 1-1 to Seidenberger.
Great job him getting his shoulder square there, putting that ball right back in front.
It's hit and play. It's through. One run's going to score, maybe two. They're going to hold up Gaiman. So it is now 6-4 on the RBI single from Sam Seidenberger.
Great piece of hitting there by Seidenberger. Man, just out of the reach by the first baseman. I actually thought he had a beat on that ball at first. Laid out, almost got to that ball. That would have been a heck of a play. I don't know what he would have done with it. The first baseman was a little late covering anyways, but good overall play by both teams, and allows Fredericksburg now to have the tying run at second base.
6-4, Bowers at the plate. First pitch is low, 1-0. Bowers might need to get him some ice packs after the game. He is 0 for 1 with 2 hit by pitches and a walk.
And the last one was right in between his shoulder blades. It really nailed him pretty good.
So here's the 1-0 pitch to Bowers. That's high. 2-0. A walk makes it a one-run game.
Bowers was actually asking for time the whole time. He had his left hand up, and he wasn't granted it, so he got a little lucky there. I don't think he was really ready to hit there.
2-0 is the count. Ball in the gap might tie it. It's out. Ball 3. Ball outside. Trying to get in the zone to a guy who's been on base 3 times already. Bowers has had some really good at-bats. He scored the first run of this inning. The Billies have hit around here. 3-0 is there. 3-1 just catches the outside corner.
This is amazing, and conventional wisdom. I think Bowers will be really aggressive here, but there's a part of me that says he's probably going to take.
He does, and it's strike 2. 3-2.
3-2. The runners will be moving.
Bottom of the 7th. 2 outs. Full count.
It'll really be up to Bowers here to get a good swing on a good pitch. And sort of see what the pitcher will bring him here.
Here it is. That's there, strike 3, and that is the ball game. Fastball finds a home on the inside corner of the zone. Bowers doesn't like the call, but nonetheless, our final score is 6-4. Wimberley comes in and takes the win in Fredericksburg. Stay tuned. We're going to talk to Coach De La Cerda. The Billies make a rally late but cannot pull it out. We'll have Coach De La Cerda here in just a couple minutes. 6-4 is your final score here on Billies.live.
Top 5 reasons we love Gaddy's in Fredericksburg. Number 5, their student-teacher lunch discount. Number 4, their all-you-can-eat buffet. Number 3, they have a huge variety of fresh veggies at the salad bar. Number 2, Gaddy's Pasta and Pizza is always hot and ready. And best of all, they even do the dishes. Gaddy's Pizza, Highway 16 South, across from the fairgrounds.
Segner's Jewelers is a proud Battle and Billy sponsor and big fans of our hometown team. Segner's has served generations of FISD families and friends and will be here to serve future generations. Located at 236 West Main Street, or find us on the web at segnersjewelers.com. We're with you all the way. Go Billies!
Well, howdy, friends. This is Paige Finley from FBG and Billies.live. I want to tell you about some new friends I met at J4 Trailer, a family-owned Texas trailer dealer out 290 just east of Fredericksburg. They carry utility trailers, livestock trailers, cargo trailers, and if you're looking for all the bells and whistles, they can custom build just about anything. Food trucks, car haulers, trash, or landscape trailers, whatever you need. Give them a call today, 830-997-9969, J4 Trailers. That's where I got mine.
Texas Hill Country Orthopedic, the official sports medicine provider of the Battle and Billies. Our board-certified and fellowship-trained doctors provide personalized and comprehensive bone and joint care for all ages. We utilize the latest technologies like platelet-rich plasma treatments, and also unique to the Hill Country, we offer anterior hip replacement. Whether you've suffered a traumatic injury to your shoulder or are just tired of dealing with arthritis pain in your knees, Texas Hill Country Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is here to help.
Strayer and Offers has been going strong since 1928. They specialize in tires and tire repair, wheel balancing, front end alignment, brake repair, tune-ups, oil changes, belts and hoses, complete auto repair. Make sure you check out the Kawasaki mules and custom-built trailers, ready to go to work for you. For quality Chevron products, Strayer and Offers, 509 South Adams Street, Fredericksburg. Call 830-997-4382. Check them out online, StrayerandOffers.com.
Welcome back. I'm here with Coach De La Cerda. Coach, tough loss tonight. Bats came alive finally there at the end. What was your whole aspect of how the night went?
Just really missed chances. You know, we had bases loaded earlier in the game. It's kind of a similar situation. And don't come through. You know, it's just difficult to leave so many runners stranded.
Yeah. Looked like Threadgill was a little off tonight. What was your overall aspect of that, and just sort of a little tight strike zone too, huh?
Yeah, I think that strike zone affected him a little bit. You know, and just not having his A game. You know, he pushed and gave us everything he could, like he always does. Right. You know, which makes him such a great competitor. Just wasn't quite enough tonight.
You know, you sort of look at your schedule. It feels like you're playing the right teams as you in district these last 5 games. Mm-hmm. You know, Friday night's real important, but I know the next 2 weeks are important. I mean, how do you really go into those 5 games, and what do you got to do?
We got to fight like we did in that 7th inning. You know, right. Felt we were a little flat as a team early on. You know, a little different today, playing the backside of doubleheader after the JV game. But you know, both teams had to deal with that, and so you know, every game's important now for sure. You know, Friday, you know, we need to come out and try to get that victory, and then carry momentum into next week for sure.
Does it feel nice to actually get back on a good schedule though now? I mean, is it important to the kids? Could you feel it the last couple of days?
Yeah, I think so. You know, that Easter holiday and the weather just was, so many different scenarios and what ifs, and we could do this, ifs and buts, and what else could we do? So hopefully now the weather cooperates and we can get back on a routine that I think the kids like.
You get some good BP, get some pitching, get some good inning workouts in and stuff like that.
Missing out on practice time because of weather, or you have a game and then the game rains out, and we really don't have anywhere to go if it's too wet, can't get on the field, cages are wet, and so it just kind of, makes it a little difficult, when you lose games and then you're also losing, practice time.
Yeah. Well, good luck, Coach. Thanks for interviewing us after a tough loss tonight. Go get them.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And thank you all for joining us tonight. Thanks for joining Billy's.live. We'll look forward to having y'all join us next time. And thank you, and God bless.